Okay, now it's recording. Wow, that took like so much work. Okay, was Brandon going to join us? Was that a thing?
He
I thought so.
posted briefly in the Facebook group. It just popped up. I don't know what he said though.
Can't find my phone. The one I use for gaming. How many phones does he have?
Brandon?
Yeah.
I don't know. I always assume Brandon's poor and has nothing. That's my baseline assumption for Brandon.
He lives in his parents' basement. He has nothing.
He shares.
Well, apparently he's got more than one phone.
Well, yeah, but you keep your old piece of shit when they get a new one.
Yeah, just in case your new one breaks, you've got your old one to roll back on. That's how that rolls. All right, so I'm going to do a thing where I go and print a city sheet. Then we shall be prepared. We are running a thing for Erin.
Oh, okay. I thought it was next Tuesday.
Yeah, this was.
The thing, I thought this Tuesday was off because of something.
It is off. Technically, this is just fucking around to get to know the system.
Hi, Erin.
Hey.
It's Bob.
I guessed it was.
Hi,
That
Bob.
was my slightly retarded landlord.
He had to get his key.
Glenn.
Yeah, he plays our religious white court vampire.
He's super religious, and then Pokey's character isn't. It's weird.
You know, it's terrible to say. He's super religious, yet he finger banged a priest.
He didn't know she was a priest. Didn't know she was a guy. Didn't know a lot of things.
Didn't care.
It was a unique episode. It's online for your viewing pleasure. All our episodes are tragic, hilarious, and disturbing all at the same time.
Beautiful.
Yeah, I expect nothing less than that from my friends. All right, printing a thing. Printing a thing. Brandon messaged. I can't find my phone.
What are you typing on?
What are you typing on? It's a real question. Is it in your hand? I feel like it's in your hand, Brandon.
He's using the new, eye chip. It's in his brain.
If you need keys, Bob, I have keys around here.
Yes, I should go grab my tools at least.
Okay.
I had to get a broken window and lose my tools.
Break a window, set your car on fire? You should do that. You laugh, but I'm serious.
Is that what, a fire?
Set your truck on fire. Hold on.
My pickup truck?
Yeah, fuck your pickup truck.
Why do you say fuck my pickup truck?
It
is a piece of trash.
Insurance money?
Good for the insurance money.
It's not worth
I
anything.
left it with a lighter and 2 gravel cans.
It's like my car. It's worth nothing. But if it explodes...
At least you got fireworks.
Yay!
Yay, fireworks.
I get more out of it if it dies than if it keeps running.
Reminds me of Lazarus.
Oh.
Lazarus is the best vehicle ever.
Uh-huh.
You guys are bored. Don't listen to them.
All right, 1 second. I want. Why am I not here? How come? Why is my video not on? This doesn't make any sense.
There you are. It was screen saved.
Well, does it do that when I click off the thing?
Maybe your whole thing disappeared for a little bit.
Yeah, that's odd. Okay. There you go. This is what I want to do, and it's going to work this time. And it's not going to argue or talk back.
Is it?
Probably not. There you go. Downloads. City and character sheet. Blammo. File. Print, motherfucker. All the above. Print them again. I don't give a shit. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I don't even know what it's printing to right now. It could be printing anywhere. Why did it stop again?
Is it like going into sleep mode or something?
I don't know. I don't know what's happening anymore. I'm scared and cold and alone. That's how we all die, isn't it?
Yeah.
More or less.
I mean, that's how you die. I've got enough of this in my system to keep me alive forever.
Forever. It's a preservative at this point. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. All right, it's printing. Okay, all right. So until someone shows up, we're gonna do things.
Do
Ooh,
things.
things.
Right,
All
Stuff
things.
things.
I have a pencil here somewhere. Where's my pencils?
Wait, I know Erin's playing her character. Do I need a pencil?
I mean, you can write down whatever you like. I mean,
I've got my dice, so I mean, I'm pretty good.
I've just got my sheet on roll 20, so
I got my fudge.
that's a lot of fudge.
Good old fudge dice.
Ah, found it.
Oddly, despite the fact that I have like 5 pounds worth of dice, I don't have any I don't have any fudge dice.
None?
I ordered them specially just for this thing. I even gave Brandon one of because the set. If you buy the set, it comes with what is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different sets.
Oh, nice.
And I gave one to Brandon, and he's already lost 2 of them.
Oh, yeah, that sounds about right.
Mm. He blames his kids.
Oh, yeah.
As any good
What
father
a
will.
monster.
They're little shits, that's why.
Oh,
Hey,
there we go.
hey, Pokey!
Hello. And we found the other 2 dice, actually. I have all 4 now.
Oh, where
that's
were
good.
they?
I honestly don't know. I'm not the one who found them.
You're not the one who found them?
They were in the room, so
You sound like a transformer.
Yeah, you do.
I'm wearing my Bluetooth headset. Or
Oh,
Bluetooth.
Jesus.
Actually, everything's starting to sound a bit tinny for me, too, now.
Yeah, you're coming through real bad.
We're playing with Soundwave.
What the fuck?
What the fuck?
All right. City sheet.
Spotify started on my laptop for some reason, and it's not even on, or it's not even open.
Fun.
Okay. All right.
Reaper.
All right. Okay.
I look down, Jordan's just like leaning closer and closer to his camera.
Jordan,
What's going on?
pick a city in Europe.
Hmm.
Don't overthink it. It's not a trick question.
Brussels.
Brussels.
For the man, the myth, the legend, the muscles from Brussels, Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Fantastic. Is Brussels in France? It sounds like it's the kind of place I'd be in France.
If I know where it is.
It's in France now.
I'm pretty sure he's French, so
Okay.
with a name like Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Brandon, pick a name.
Huh?
Pick a name.
Fred?
Sure. Fred or bread, like Le Pen?
Fred like the Weasley.
Okay, he's going to be Fred Le Pen.
Okay. Frederic.
It's actually in Belgium.
Oh, there we go.
Well, in the Dresden verse, it's in France.
Nope. It's in Belgium now, baby. See how I change things on the fly? All right. I want from you, Erin, some sort of theme or genre or something. I'm going to plug that into a different port because that port's retarded.
A theme or genre? Let's go with... I mean, let's go classic. Let's go medieval.
All right. Okay, maybe we're gonna work now. I heard a bop, 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 bop.
Boop, boop, boop.
Okay, work now.
Never.
Make sure that your camera is powered and on. Why is it not? Motherfucker.
Yeah, you're back to
Super Justin.
Yep. Give me a second. This is
no
why-
problem.
Take your time.
You said boop, 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 boop. That can only mean good things.
How medieval are we talking here?
No, it's totally fine. Okay,
Because Brussels was only founded in 979.
you're overthinking it, bud.
This is a one shot.
It was settled in 580, though.
You're still doing
You're
it.
looking at the damn
Yeah,
Wikipedia.
he's wicking it.
No, I
Okay.
binged it.
Now what's
All
gonna
right.
really mess with him if he's wicking it? I made most of those.
All right, Erin, I need a name.
Any name? Or my character name?
Any name.
Any name. Tomas. In that specific way. Not Thomas, Tomas.
Give me a last name.
Your keys are on your jacket.
Billings.
Yes, so it's a very French name.
I like it.
Erin, you're only at Grave Peril, right? You haven't read beyond that?
She's at Summer Night.
Yeah, I'm about a third of the way through Summer Night.
Oh, okay. Have you met the Wraith family yet?
Yeah, have you met
Yes.
Thomas Wraith yet?
Come on, yeah.
Are you listening
Oh.
to them or are you reading them?
I'm listening to them. I can't really read regular font books anymore, so.
The Dresden Files are
Yeah.
perfect then. They have the best narrator in all of history.
Well, yeah, James Marsters.
Mhm.
Then Tomas, you will laugh soon.
Yeah, have you met Thomas Wraith?
Yeah. He was at the
The ball there
Red
with
Court
Michael and everyone.
the Red Court gathering that fucking blew up.
Yeah, with the dragon. There was a dragon there.
Yeah.
Oh,
And he's got
Sparrow?
he's got something for Harry because he keeps hanging around him.
Pharaoh.
Doesn't
Do you
surprise
know
me.
do you know what Thomas's thing is? I'm not going to tell you if you don't, but do you know?
So far, all I know is that he arrived at the masquerade ball dressed as a fairy.
He's awesome. He's like he. I think of Errol Flynn every time I think of Thomas, and he is without a doubt one of my favorite characters as the series goes on.
I actually really liked him so far. From what I've seen of him, I haven't seen a whole lot, but I like him so far.
Give you a heads up. He's in the last two books I read, which were
Was
the
he?
last two books that were written.
Nice.
In he goes real dark side at the end of Turncoat. He gives this real speech where he's like, "I'll fucking eat your apprentice," blah 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 blah. And I'm like, "Oh my god, Thomas, you're a fucking monster." So yeah, he's I like him a lot, but he's got his dark side.
It's a
Sounds a
vampire.
lot like Alucard in
Yeah.
Castlevania.
Yeah, you know what? That's not an unfair comparison.
I prefer Alucard in
Abridged.
Yeah, Hell's Abridged.
Yeah,
That's what
Hell's
it kind of starts to become.
All right.
Ooh, that's better. That's so
So
much
Thomas Billings, I need a theme, Brandon. Nope. Yeah, Brandon, give me a theme. A theme, a threat, a genre.
A invading kingdom.
Don't go. Fine.
Hasn't Europe had enough problem with invasions?
That's all they are for that time of the year, that period. Everybody's raiding everyone, even if it's another village. They're like, "Fuck that town! I'm going to take it over."
Oh, by the way, the year's 1930.
Oh, okay. And this is
World War
Belgium.
II.
Yes.
Okay, so the Germans are invading.
Yeah.
Coming. An invading kingdom. I'm going to write Deutschland. She is the motherland. We will see what will happen. We are not 100% sure.
Oh, it is the fall. Oh, but we need to break up the leaves. Don't take that one. No, don't take that one. Take the third rate.
Jordan,
That's his
It was.
father's fake.
I
You make the
I need
father's
an
laugh.
aspect for Thomas Billings. So give me an aspect for him.
An aspect.
It's put to
Just something
pile
about him.
this high.
Something about him. It
Loyal.
could be what?
Loyal to a fault.
Loyal. All right, for Fred Lepin, Erin, I need an aspect. Something about him.
Let's go with I'm a dog person.
Dog person. I can work with that. All right, so we got that. So we're not going to go really crazy. All right, let's go over to something. Okay.
Bye-bye.
Why?
I heard it happening too.
Yeah. I think it's going into like sleep mode. Turn off your computer's screensaver.
I don't have a screensaver. Where would I even? Screensavers are gay.
It is under display in your options.
Sleep better, night mode, adjust font screen. That can't be. None of those are correct. Personalize? Maybe it's under personalize.
Maybe it's something in the settings for the actual camera.
Yeah.
Change desktop background. Find a new theme. I don't know. I don't
It's
even know.
try turning it off on again.
Buddy, have you been paying attention to what it's doing?
No. Fair enough.
Okay. All right. So you're on a train.
Was ist das?
Jordan, your character's name is Fred Lepin. Brandon, your character is Thomas Billings.
Oh.
You are part of a medieval replication troupe. You're traveling in the train with a bunch of gear. Right? Thomas?
Are we the Nazis?
I don't know. Are you? We are whoever we want to be. We are.
Actually, with these names, we'd be Quislings.
What is a Quisling?
That's what they called the French collaborators.
Don't you need 9 of them for a nut? In Harry Potter?
I secretly hate you.
I openly hate you.
Fred Lepin, Thomas Billings. Yeah, you know each other. You're working in the same theater group. What's the name of your theater group? And Fred, you're with your dog, so you can name your dog.
Oh.
Dasrova.
Guy?
Guy.
Guy Lafleur. It's Guy Lachin.
Guy la Foufouda.
Guy Lafoufou. Ben, voir mon chien, mon bon
It's a German Shepherd.
Oh,
German
no,
Shepherd?
it's
I
a-
like it. All right. And Thomas, you are loyal to a fault. You've been a part of this group forever. In fact, you're probably more than likely running it. That's you, Brandon.
Oh my God. Our theater group could be called the Reich stuff.
That's so bad, I'm writing it down. The Reich stuff.
We're ahead of our time.
Oh my god.
We're on a train to hell now, apparently.
Helsinki.
We're going to Helsinki. It's very nice this time of year.
Yeah, honestly, Helsinki.
Okay. It's a fast-moving train you guys are on. Your character is also there, Erin. Anastasia is her name, I do believe.
Mm-hmm.
Anastasia.
Anastasia.
Anna for short.
Anna. All right. What is her high concept? I don't remember. Is it
Phoenix
something
on
on
the
the run? Phoenix on the
Yeah.
run. Yeah. Oh, great.
Oh, the Reich stuff thing got me.
The Reich. That's the name of your medieval. What is it? What would you? It's not a D&D group. It is. It's a recreational reenactment group. Yes, your medieval reenactment group. We are from Germany. We are the Reich stuff. All right. So
Now, we need a people, a place, and a thing. Okay, you Jews, let's not go there.
we need a thing, an oven, a people, the Jews. I think we're stopping here. This act is over.
Oh my god, you're all horrible.
Yeah.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
We will ask the questions.
Did your lights turn off, Jordan?
Okay, Google. Turn on the living room lights. There we go.
Witch! He's a witch!
Satan!
Duh. I play the wizard.
True. It is the devil's game. All right. So you were on the train, the Brussels train to northern Brussels. You're going to do a reenactment. The Reich stuff has been hired, paid a lot of money to do this reenactment. You've got about 6 other people with you, all of which basically know their roles. They know the parts they're playing. Some of them are practice theater swordsmen. Some of them are Cirque du Soleil types, trapeze act artists. And you guys have a car that is specifically to you. But as of recently, you've been hearing a lot of commotion going on and a lot of very angry talking. As all of this is going on, and you notice a couple of your other theater actors have gotten up and they're looking out of their car down the hallway at the yelling. You see a young woman burst through the door, close the door behind you, grab what looks like a piece of wood and jam it so the door can't close. Erin, this is Anastasia. Now, for the sake of figuring out what's going on, what the fuck is going on and why did you just bust through this door?
Wait, it's being jammed shut?
You have, this is where I'll intro you. You grab a piece of wood off the ground and jam the handle against the frame so the door cannot open. While
Gotcha.
You two and your theater company are all standing there looking out at this woman who has just entered into the car. You can hear from the other side of the door the banging. Let us in! Let us in! You cannot stop us! There's a gate! We need to get in there! Someone get the cutter!
She's looking around, panicked.
I'm just sitting in the seat with the dog, just yeah, I don't know.
She turns around and she starts bolting for the opposite door at the other end of the car, just sort of trying to hurry past these staring onlookers.
If you keep going in that direction, if you keep going in that direction, you'll end up at the front of the car. You were in car, I guess, 6 of 23.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, going forward should eventually get me to the engine room. Yes.
Right. Mm-hmm.
So she hurries back. Excuse me, sorry for the disturbance. Bye. And she starts running for the door.
Your dog gets up and goes after her and begins following her.
Gee, what the fuck? Yeah, I get up and start chasing the dog.
And as soon as she gets the second door open, Guy sees a guy there, and he's holding a microphone, and he says something in French. La femme, and the dog jumps her. Jumps past her to the guy with the microphone, taking him down, grabbing him by the throat, and shaking him until he's screaming. What do you want to do, Erin? What does Anastasia want to do?
she's first of all, she's going to stand there sort of shocked for a moment,
Mm-hmm.
and then abruptly reach over and try to yank the cord for the microphone out of the wall so that it's useless.
He's got a handheld mic.
In the
Yeah, he's got a
1930s?
handheld walkie-talkie.
Oh, okay.
Like he said, "La femme is it," and then he got hit.
Gotcha. So she'll grab that, and she's actually just gonna keep it with her for now.
Okay.
And she
You can
sort of looks
add two-way walkie-talkie to your inventory.
okay.
What are you doing, Fred? What are you gonna do? Jordan?
Well, I will run up and quickly check. Like, is the dog tearing this guy's throat out?
Yeah, he's killed this guy. He's snapped his neck. He grabbed him, jumped him, grabbed him by the throat, and like killed him.
Just look down. It's like, well, I guess we are doing this.
A couple of the other players are like, "Ben, it seems we are in hot water. We better go." And like they start following in the direction Anastasia's going. One of the other guys has taken his golf clubs and like also jammed them in the door to stop the train car guys from coming through.
Our
And, like-
cart. Just a quick question. Our cart was our gear in that cart?
Your gear's in cart 1 in the cargo cart.
So it's back where those guys are.
Yeah, which is where she strangely came from.
You didn't think
Did
to
we
bring
forget
one
to
of
get
our
back
swords?
What's
Did
that?
we forget to give back the woman we used to cut in half?
We did it once, and then we never did it again. Remember?
Oh, yeah.
One of the other guys goes, "She survived. There was a minor injury."
That's
It's
why
very
we left southern Brussels.
Man, she was just a toe. Let's go before we are in trouble. And like you see the 6 of them bolt. One guy stops and grabs the gun off the downed guard.
Once everyone's out of the door, I want to like shut the sliding door
Mhm.
and try and break the latch.
Okay, give me a roll to break the latch.
0.
You think you've pretty competently done it, though you've seen one of the other guys do it with much more ease, breaking stuff. You're not as strong as, let's go with Marquis.
Okay, I'm the
Marquis is the strong guy out of the group.
I'm the dog handler. Okay, I know what I'm supposed to do.
His aspect is strong. So, Marquis. All right, and the guy who grabbed the gun, who do we want that to be? Pick a name.
François?
Elite.
Francois?
François.
Aspect gun. All right. Once you get to the other side into that train car, we will go with. We are in 4 now, I think 3 or 4. That a couple of the people. The further back trains are more the lower sort of class people. The further front you get, or the more people with money. You see what looks like some people who are clearly living la vie boheme. They look rather drunk and a little high, and they go, "What's going on? Is everything okay?"
I yell, "Gay, clear a path!"
Guy runs past up to Anastasia and just stares up at her with like a look of pure awe. Your dog seems to actually, roll for me.
That is 2.
A 2. He recognizes the command of his owner. Whatever's going on with Guy. He seems to be enamored by Anastasia for some reason. But your command overrides whatever's captured him, and he goes and runs to the front, puts his hand on the screen, and pushes his weight to open it up, the car door, to try and open that one. The other guys run up, and they see what Guy is doing, and they start opening. It's like, "To the front! Allons-y!" And they start going on to the train car 5. You hear what sounds like
banging, and someone yells, and you can hear in the previous car, the car you started in, about 5 voices coming forward. They get to the next one, and they go to open that. You hear what sounds like a saw of some sort be jammed in, and you hear vroom, 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 as it looks like they're trying to cut through the hinge that you've broken off in place. Everybody onto train car 5?
Yes.
You know what? As everyone else goes to the next car, the people who are in there, my brothers, stand against the bourgeoisie.
They are the bourgeoisie.
No, this is the
Give me a roll for that.
3.
A 3? You see one with what looks like green liquid steps out, a skinny Frenchman, shaved head. It's got what looks like an eagle tattooed on his neck. He walks out and he starts pouring the alcohol. He goes, "Hey, for my people, we shall la vie, la France." And he laughs and he takes out a match, lights a cigarette, and as the guys come in, he goes, "Bonsoir, mon ami," and throws the match to the ground. Lights up the floor. One of the guys pulls out a gun and he goes, "Calice mon Dieu," and like dives into the room.
So about to shut the door, I'll just look back. Oh, ne passez pas, and slam the door.
And you think for maybe the next 5 minutes, you've probably got time to do something, because that whatever he poured was exceptionally flammable.
We should uncouple the cars. We can just leave them behind.
Who the fuck are you?
Yes, you
My name's Anna. I don't know why they're after me. I'd rather not stand around to find out why.
Roll a deception.
All right.
I love that his screen kicked off again. It's just from the dishes.
Roll a deception. I got 3.
You got 3? She
Nice.
seems relatively believable. Panicked young woman. Who knows what nefarious deeds these officers may want or have done with her.
What the fuck is Brandon's name again?
He
Thomas.
is Thomas. Thomas.
Thomas.
Bah.
Thomas.
Thomas.
You're in
Thomas. He
charge.
is also
What the
the
fuck
head
do
of
we
the company, right?
Thomas, what do we do?
Just get the fuck out of here.
You look at the window and the train is going quite quick. You know jumping out may very well be a death trap.
Stop
And all
the
of a
train.
sudden it comes into French Canadian. Oh, get the fuck out of here, bud.
Hey, Lola.
You could be French Canadian. This is 1930.
Mon Dieu, fucking tabernacle. We need to get out of here.
Plan.
Plan? Do I plan for this shit?
Roll
We
a,
run, they chase
give,
us.
give me a roll, Brandon. It's technically an intelligence roll, and because you're loyal to a fault, I'll give you a +2 on this roll.
Then 3.
You know that if you go between the cars, there's a covering that stops you from getting down to disconnect the cars. Disconnecting the cars is something you do from the outside specifically, so people can't fuck with them. It's a safety feature on these types of trains. But if you get to the front of the car, to the cab, you can probably pull the lever or make the conductor stop the car, right? He has the ability at the front to remotely disconnect for safety features, the cars. So
Okay. So which car had the fire?
the one directly behind you, 5. You're in 6 now.
5. Okay. So, so wait, we're running away from the engine?
You're running
We're
towards
running towards it.
Okay. So I'm
Engine's
gonna.
in 23. Engine's number 23.
Okay. So I'm going to. Oh, so I got to run through quite a few trains, quite a few cars.
Mhm.
Unless you
Yeah,
come up with
book
some
it.
other, unless you come up with some brilliant ideas. There is a train car. These carts are about 30 feet wide. There is a train car. I think it's 15. Is the serving quarter, like not quarters, like restaurant area. So, and 16 is the kitchen. You know that they have all sorts of alcohol in there. And then if you get all the way up to 19 and 20, that's where the staff generally stay. 19, 20, 21.
Wait, who did she get the radio from?
She got it from one
The
of
corpse.
the guy that Guy killed.
Yeah, but what was he?
He was
French.
he's a red shirt. Yeah, he's wearing blue. He had a top hat. He works with some sort of security on. Actually, roll for it. Give me a roll.
Damn it. That one doesn't count.
That one.
We have to get away. It's Le Fuzz.
So roll a 1.
You rolled a 1, like a +1. Okay.
Yeah, like I rolled 2 pluses and a minus.
You didn't pay a whole lot of attention to the servers, but the servers weren't in like that sort of blue, nor was he wearing a badge or looking like any kind of train security. He seemed to be some sort of private security. About a day or so ago, when you guys got on the train, you noticed a bunch of guys load a couple of suspicious looking crates into the back, and one of them, one of your guys, Mark, he borrowed a smoke from, and the guy was anything but nice. He smoked menthols. You remember he smoked menthols?
Ooh.
And that was pretty gross. And
Must be
Marquis smoked
English,
the
then.
whole Marquis smoked the whole menthol and complained the whole time, despite being a free cigarette.
Wouldn't
But
the
yeah,
cars
they're not train security.
wouldn't some of the cars have emergency radios to the captain or to the conductor?
Yeah, each one has a box, a red box that you can talk to the front with.
Okay, I'm gonna go up to the box and scream, "Help! Help! There's a fire in cabin 5."
You pick up the thing, and fuck you. Just as you pick up the thing, that's when the gunfire starts happening. You see bullet go by, and one of them hits the box. Blows up the box. You're left holding the handle. You're gonna have to go to the next train car. All of a sudden, you see something get kicked in. Hear something get kicked in. You turn, and someone's kicked the door into this car. And there's the 5 guys, and they're all toting guns. One of the guys is reloading his gun.
Roll a 0 to throw what's left of the phone at them.
You throw the phone, and Francois is going to fire the gun, open the door. Marky's going to open the door, and they're going to move into train car 7 as quick as they possibly can. What are you guys doing?
Well, I'm getting my dog out of there, so I'm going to the
Kicking
next
rocks.
car with him.
Hurrying into the next train car with the others and trying to listen in on the radio chatter on the walkie-talkie that I've got.
You take the walkie-talkie and you turn it up, and it doesn't seem like they're talking to each other quite yet.
Okay. So that tells me that is probably all of them in one spot at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
All
All right.
is there a food cart in any of these?
15. 15 is the cafeteria. 16 is the kitchen.
So we need to get through 6 more cars to get to it.
Are you guys?
Yeah,
just
but at least we know
bolting?
there's
Are you guys
weapons
just running? Are you blocking doors? What are you doing?
Well, they'll keep showing up and shooting, so
I imagine that get into the next car, jam the door. Get in the next car, jam the door type of thing.
Yeah.
well, right now, Brandon and is it Pierre with the gun?
It's Francois.
Francois. Brandon and Francois are on the tail end of this.
So far we've only named
fucking
2 of
pick
the
rocks.
6.
Let's go.
Yeah. So far we have Marquis and Francois are two of the 6 that we can eventually name. We should also have a female acrobat at some point. Obviously.
Okay.
She's
Maybe 2.
clearly getting something to eat.
We've got we'll have a
She's an
contortionist.
acrobat. It shouldn't take her that long.
Contortionists are big in that time.
Mm-hmm. And what is her name?
Lily.
Lily's a good one.
Yep.
All right. So As you're going to train car 7, I need someone to roll to jam the door. Otherwise, they're just going to follow you door for door.
Well, I did last time. You're at the end of the line, Brandon. You might as well be the one to do it.
Or you can pick one of your
Yeah.
guys to do it. If you pick one of your guys, some of them have aspects already.
Pick
Lily's
one of the guys.
Marquis got strong.
Yeah,
Let's
get
get Marquis
Marquis
to
to
do
do it.
Yeah.
Marquis.
Marquis 6'8". He's a bigger guy. He's usually the guy who's lugging a lot of this stuff, but he puts on a fairly decent show. He's basically Arnold Schwarzenegger before Arnold Schwarzenegger. He's very charismatic. And he
Okay.
gives a big smile and runs up to the door just as they're about to open it and boot fucks the door so that it's bent and won't fucking bend back. He goes, that should slow them down. All right, we move to the next train and maybe we could do something better.
Anna will hurry forward and try to get into the next car quickly.
Fred, you do notice that, like, he follows Anastasia. There's
Yeah, and he's usually loyal, so that means there's something off about her.
Yeah, there's something about, he looks at her, not quite like meat, but he looks at her with that sort of intention that you see when you're training him, when you've got the treats he likes. There's something about her that he is enamored by. And in fact, Francois, who's got the gun, he just keeps looking at Anastasia. Anastasia, you notice Francois is a younger boy who's got the gun. He like writes a lot of the acts and does his, because he looks so young, he often plays like the page in any of the stuff you're doing. He seems very taken back by you, Anastasia.
Okay. So
And he comes up to you, Francois, and he goes, "So what's going on? What? Why are they trying to get you? Are you a captive of some sort? I've seen this before. Are you Jewish? Are you a Jewish woman?"
No, actually, I'm kind of Russian, but that's not the point. I don't
There are
exactly.
Russian Jews. That is not unheard of.
I
It would
realize
be
that.
orthodox.
I don't know exactly why they're after me. All I know is that I need to stay away from them.
Name for us to yell at you.
Anna.
I'm Francois. I'm Marquis. Girl in the back goes, "I'm Lily." And the other two guys, there's a guy and a girl. The girl goes, "You don't need to know my name yet. I barely know you, and I don't think I want to." And she runs to the front, and the other guy walks up, and he says, "My name is Antonio, and I am the barker for when we do the fairs. I stand up and speak with great renown."
Because you killed his father. Now prepare to die.
I am not sure if you are referencing the book The Princess Bride, or if you think I look like, and he references some Hollywood actor.
Yeah, well, Italians. So let's go.
As much as I'd like to get to know all of you, I don't think we've got the time right now. And she's going to turn and start bolting for the next car.
Fantastic. All right. So you get to the next car. How are you guys jamming this one? You can still hear them banging on the door. That Marquis kicked in, trying to jam it into a shape that'll fit.
Well,
through that hole.
they're sawing open the bolts, and they're
they have a
reaming
saw.
the doors. Yeah,
They have a saw and a
Oh.
drill.
that means we need to block the door. What's in the next cart? Like aside from people,
Get into
like
the next
anything.
cart, and in the next cart is a bunch of luggage, and what looks like a young guy, like with a hat, the kind of like page boy hat. And he's sitting there with his suspenders, and he's looking, and and he says something to you in German. Ich bin es doing, and he says something else, and he's like looking concerned, like really concerned.
I rolled a 3 to speak German.
Oh, perfect. So you do speak German. He says, "It's been a long time since anyone's been in here, and I'm really worried what's going on out there. Have you seen my father? He was drinking with a young girl he just left."
The
Did he
man
go?
back there killed him. Fight!
Well, which
He laughs,
way did he go?
He goes, unlikely, he says in German, that my father would be dead. He's a strong man.
Which way did he go?
And he points to the way you guys came from. He said, he's got crew cut hair. He's a tattoo of a bird on his neck.
Yep. They killed him. Fight!
You say to the 12-year-old, like, newsy.
Yeah.
Anna
Avenge
is
him.
actually going to run over and grab the kid's wrist and say, "We need to get going. You need to go. Come on." And she starts trying to usher him forward into the next car.
His eyes and Sven and starts continuing in German. You understand. He says, what is going on? What does this crazy woman want? This Fräulein as some lunaticin.
You know what, son? The men that are about to come through that door, you should ask them where their father is, and
Oh,
make
my
sure to
father.
press them.
He says, my father. He pulls his hand. Actually, you know what? I don't know if he's strong enough to. He rolled a 0. He tries to pull his hand away from you, but is rather unsuccessful. And he says, yells for you to let him go, but you don't speak German, so you have no idea what he's saying. Do you speak German? Erin, do you speak German?
I can. Yes.
Fräulein will sehen, and she goes on.
Night, Asha.
So you do? Yes?
Yes.
Yeah. So he says in German, let me go, woman. Let me go, lady. Stop it.
It's the next cart. Marquis, help me pile up all this, these bags and boxes.
On it. No problem. And he goes and he starts grabbing boxes and putting them in front. And with every box, he finds not with every, but that he can, he finds 2x4s and sticks, and anyone that he can jam into a box into the ground, he does. He
Perfect.
starts preparing the boxes. I need one of you 3 to give me a roll for some sort of perception or alertness or awareness or whatever. Erin, you've got actual stats.
I'm really good at being alert.
Give me some alertness.
All right. I've got a +2 to that. And we've got 5 successes.
5?
5.
So a total of 5?
Superb. Yes.
Okay. So, you notice that there are ratchet straps, big heavy-duty ones, on the ground, as well as what looks like hooks and lines on either side of the train that they obviously didn't need for this load, but definitely there are ratchet straps and hooks in the walls for hooking stuff to the wall so it doesn't fall, as well as
Marquis.
nets. There are nets on the ground.
Marquis, there are she points because she's floundering for the word for them.
I can maybe do something with these. Yes. And he grabs a couple of them and he ratchet straps from one corner to the front of the door and starts ratcheting one. When you see what looks like the door jimmy and shake and a hand come through, and as the hand comes through, he starts trying to grab the door and pull it, and you hear someone yell in Belgian. Starts going on. Do any of you speak Belgian? It's like a Germanic language, so there are similar words. Like if you speak German, Belgian sounds similar. It's like if you speak
Can we
English,
do some sort
French
of
can
roll
sometimes sound
to?
similar.
Can we deduce if we know German to see if we can understand at least
Just
part
roll
of
roll. I was gonna say D20. Roll the fudge dice and see if you just flat out see if you get better than 0.
just
1.
flat out. So
I got the 1.
Van, unos.
Van.
I got 2.
Each you got a 2. Okay.
I
And
do.
what about you, Brandon? Do you speak?
I got -1.
No, definitely not. And I'm gonna roll for Antonio because I bet that motherfucker speaks fucking Belgian. No, he does not. He got a -1 as well. Erin, you speak Belgian. You can hear them saying, "They've blocked the door. They've blocked the door. Quick, get the crowbars."
She turns to the boy again, and in German,
Mhm.
there are bad people coming.
Mhm.
We need to get away. They've got guns. If you stay here, they will probably shoot you.
Yes.
there's a hole. So the first crate comes up to about 5 feet. So when the door pulls, there's a slit about this long, about 1.5 feet, I guess, about that wide right now. And you see the crate's only about 1.5 feet wide. A hand come through with a gun. I'll give you all the chance to do something before gunfire starts.
Can I grab the gun?
Give me a roll.
Because his hand's coming through the door, so I also want to use the door like a little lever and just basically bend his wrist against it.
Yeah, give me a roll. Got to beat a 2.
Exactly 2.
Exactly 2. Fantastic. You grab the handle, the edge of the door, and slam it so his hand goes pinned, and then you grab the gun. It's an opposed strength check to pull
Okay.
the door out, the gun from him. Okay.
0.
He maintains the gun and makes with the firing. He is going to fire. He's got a +2 on weapons. Where did that die go?
I
there
ate
it
it.
is. He's got a +2 on weapons. He's going to take a shot at Anastasia. That's a 5. Bullet flies at you, Anastasia. You got to roll some sort of defense.
I don't know how to do that yet.
Question. Can we employ the fact that the door is partially pinning his arm to give a negative on that?
Yes, I will allow you to do that. But I need Anastasia to roll first before.
Okay, so how do I determine what my defense
So
is?
you would have athletics, you would have weapons, you would have any number of abilities. Any skill you have, you
Okay.
can use as a defense roll.
Okay. I will attempt to sort of bow out of the way of the shot, sort of doing a backwards bend,
Mhm.
or like a matrix
Kinda
dodge
dive.
almost.
Dive out of the way.
Yeah, with athletics.
Perfect.
All right. I got a good, so 3.
You got a 3. All
Yeah.
right, he beats you by 2. You take 2 damage unless you want to do something to negate it.
Wait, did you roll a 3 or you got a 3 altogether?
I got 3 altogether.
Okay.
So he beats you by 2 with the 5.
No, the door pinning.
The door pinning, I will say he doesn't get off a second shot because of that. By that point,
Okay.
he grabs the gun. But do you want, if you match his, it goes to the defender. So do you have any aspects you want to use to increase your number, Erin?
Let's see here.
You can spend a fate point and invoke an aspect.
I cannot spend a fate point because I've only got 1.
You can always use it.
I thought if you go to 0, you've...
You've spent all your daily allotments.
No, it's your refresh.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
You'll get it back on the next game. Or you can do something very in character that will gain you, that could gain you.
She hasn't been really talking about herself or saying anything, so.
Mm.
Can Guy knock her out of the way?
Yeah, sure. You're a dog person. You can invoke that aspect, Jordan.
I will totally.
All right, so we'll say Jordan uses a fate point, invokes aspect dog person, and Guy, I need you to roll, Jordan.
-2.
He gets shot, knocking her out of the way, but she doesn't take any damage.
Well, thank God for that.
Okay.
Guy takes a shot. It catches him right in the chest.
Because I guess if it's between 2 different creatures and neither one of them can come back from the dead if they die, at least it's the dog, right? Am I right, everyone?
But she is thus saved by Guy's sacrifice.
Oh,
And
thank goodness
Fred
for
yelling, Guy! Guy defends her.
There's one of those like turn back very John Wickingly. You
The
kill-
tragedy.
Snap.
Dog.
Poor Guy. Pourquoi,
Yes,
Guy?
that's-
Pourquoi?
This
Poor
guy that shot
thing.
is now my 100%, target.
You see Marquis grabs the gun, bends it back on him, turns the gun towards him, and fires. And he is -1. He misses. But they all jump out of the way to avoid being shot. With that hand out of the way, Marquis jams the door closed, grabs a piece of wood, hinges it in even tighter, and says, "We have to go. We cannot stay here. They're going to break through eventually."
They will find me.
Anna is
He grabs you and says, "We can set up a trap in the next one." And Carlos grabs the dog and picks up Guy and runs to the next train. The little boy runs with you guys.
is Guy dead or is he just injured?
Well, we don't know yet. Does anyone have scholarship?
I don't know anything
I
about
do.
You
I
have
should-
scholarship, Erin? I guess Erin's the character to know. Roll a scholarship. That's the medical one.
I got 3 successes.
Yay! He's dying. He'll probably bleed out in 5 minutes or less.
Okay. While we're running,
We had a
The
source
dog,
of
he has 2 health.
so is dying like the condition that he is
No,
under?
there's no conditions. There's nothing like that in this game.
Oh, okay.
It's all flavor text. I'm telling you, he's got 5 minutes, and then he's gonna die.
Well, no.
Carlos is holding the dog, and the dog's bleeding out in Carlos's arms.
Going to try to subtly, as we're like rushing to the next car, going to try and like subtly place my hand on Guy and
Okay, all right.
try to do some healy while everyone is distracted by the people with guns behind us.
Okay, so you're gonna do an invoke to heal Guy
Yes,
and do a thingamadoodle.
I am.
And spend some of your tail.
Yes, my first feather. Gonna use 2 charges of my first feather.
Nice.
how many feathers do you have?
2.
And then once they're gone, they're gone.
No, I grow them back in 3 months.
Oh, okay.
Well, if I spend both of them completely, I die. So
Oh, okay. So you can't. So yeah, okay.
And each feather is what, 6 charges, I do believe.
yes,
Oh, okay. So it's not just you're a 2-trick pony and then you're done.
Yeah,
No.
It's not a 15-minute workday for her.
I can spread out the 6 points.
All right, I need Fred and Tomas to roll a perception. Just roll. It's an alertness to see if you see what she does.
Do you want me to
And
roll
if you're
stealth?
if you're stealthing it, it's a deception, and they have to beat your number.
Okay. It's not a stealth?
Is stealth a literal thing in this setting? Because I don't remember it being a literal thing.
Yeah, it's one of the
Yeah, there's a stealth roll.
yeah.
Oh, is there? Okay, if
Yeah.
there's actually a skill called stealth, there's
Yeah.
a lot of skills in this game. If there is one, that's what you're rolling.
I got a 4.
4? Okay, you guys.
-1.
0 -1. She successfully goes over to Carlos. You tell him that you want to see Guy, and he's like in tears over this dog. Like he loves this dog almost as much as Fred does. And he's like, "Are you a doctor? Can you fix him?"
I can certainly see if I can help.
Okay.
And she'll
Don't
like
let
make
Guy
an
die.
she'll make an act of like
Mhm.
going through the motions of trying to physically do the evaluation and whatnot, and
It's, I mean, if you're faking something, it's deception, deceit.
well, it's the same.
Well, stealth is so
again.
they don't see it, right?
Yeah.
Now
No,
you're in front of a person performing.
Yeah.
And Carlos is part of an act, so like he's a writer for this sort of stuff.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
he's gonna have conceivably a +2 to this.
I got a 3.
He's also going to be the kind of person that will embellish any story. So when he tries telling people about this later, he'll be like, "She performed magic right in front of me,"
Yes.
and I would be like, "Yeah, okay."
I
So
got
when
a
you
3
roll
on my
your hand on
deception.
it.
He
Should probably just put some pressure on
3
it,
as
buddy.
well. So you're. I'm trying to think who's the defender in this.
The bullet.
The bullet. So ties go to the defender. I'm gonna say he's defending, so he kind of sees what you're doing.
Okay.
He sees that what you're doing isn't actually medical. What you're doing as a writer, he's done a lot of research. He's probably the most well-educated out of the group, right?
She's like parting the fur and acting like she's trying to like
he
pull
he
the
looks at
bullet
you
out or something.
suspiciously and sees what you're doing and sees the energy. As your hand ever so slightly lights up, you place your body so no one else can see it, but you press your hand against Guy. Guy whimpers ever so slightly, and the bullet pops out and the wound closes. Despite there still being blood there, Guy is going to be fine.
Okay.
And like the whimpering stops, and he like looks around, tongue hangs out, and like jumps out of Carlos's arms onto you and begins licking your face. Blood gets all over you.
Oh my god.
He is a 75-pound German Shepherd.
I think it just grazed him. We should get going.
What did you just do? What's that? What's this
It-
magic you've done?
No, it was just a flesh wound.
It was just not I watched the bullet come out of him. Is that why they are after you? Are you some sort of witch?
No.
I will keep your secret. We have many secrets among us. Some of us are murderers and have done terrible things beyond that. But if you are a witch, you should tell us so that we know how to protect you.
I'm not a witch, I assure you. Can we just move? They're going to come.
He does not believe you. He kind of turns sideways, and Guy runs to Fred. You see Guy run to you with all the blood on him. He does a circle around you, rubbing blood on your leg, and runs back to Anastasia. Carlos is now walking towards Tomas.
Yeah, he'll fully stop and just like in complete another shock at the fact his buddy's alive.
Yeah, Marquis is trying to like jam the next door. You're in train car 10 now.
Okay.
Right? And one of the Francois who has the gun, he says, I can go and prepare and stay here and provide some cover fire so you guys can get to the front. There's going to be people in the next couple of cars. If we can convince them to help, maybe they have something that they can do. I don't know. Thomas, I feel that we must survive and protect this woman. Whatever they have done to her, whether she wants to tell us or not, there is something going on.
Well, one way or another, they're coming to kill us too at this point, so we all need to get the fuck out of here.
Is there a ratchet strap in this one?
No, unless you grabbed some from the previous one.
I will take at least one.
Yeah, they're the big ass ratchet straps, like bands like this. Like they are like cargo straps.
Yep. Can I make a half-assed MacGyver-esque? If the door opens, it swings down at about face height with the that heavy ratcheter.
I'm sure. Give me a roll. That's
You know
mean.
what? No.
That's some like.
Home
If this was
Alone.
a cartoon, they'd be fine, but in real life, you're going to cave in someone's face, kind of mean.
I'm going with the black face on this one. Come on, guys. And they don't like people who shoot dogs, apparently. That's a 4.
Nice. Nice. I'll even give you the +2 on this, which means that whoever opens the door has to roll over 6 to not just swallow their own teeth. Which I'll roll now. It's good to know. It's good to know. want you to know that it's a mean thing you just did.
They shot my dog.
So, you prepare this little device. I'm going to say Lily comes over and she goes, no, you want the weight to be higher, so when it impacts, it definitely does the damage you want it to.
I look over. Perfect.
And she like takes out one of her hairs, and where you're adhering it, she ties her hair, one of her long hairs, through it. She's like, should be more than enough for when they get to the full extent, it'll break the hair.
That'll teach them to shoot at us.
Yes. This will make his dentist rich, I have no doubt of it. All right.
While they stop to help their friend, let's run.
Yeah. So you run. The next train you get into is 11. In 11, you see it's an open car. They have just beds set up there. And there's a couple of people you've already met. There is people who are going to the north because there's a revolution going on there. They're the closest thing I could say is anarchists. They are 100% anarchists. Some of them were talking about Marxism and communism and the ways of the future, and just like they were extremely friendly with you guys. They shared their alcohol. Some of them had some very good green that they shared with you. They were like very pleased with it. They grew it myself, said one guy. If you smoke it, you can taste strawberry.
You're the leader.
Anyway, you come in, and there's 8 of them, and they're in these beds, and they're all singing loudly. They have one of the Russell phonographs, the ones that you crank up, then the record on it, and they're playing music. When you get into the door and you open it up, the music's playing, and they see you come in and like close the door, and Marquis begins barricading it. Francois's got the gun. He's got the gun up, and he runs to the other side. Guy comes in, and he's like running around and sniffing and all sorts of stuff. Lily goes by. She's like, I'm sorry. I'm trying to see. Maybe there's a way to get onto the top of the train. Can one of you help lift me up? You over there. And she's like pointing to someone. The girl who you know as Sheila. She's going through, and she's just like, she's got the purse on her, and she's just like, you guys have to help us. You must understand. You have to help us. They're coming for us. Right? And the anarchists, like a lot of them are kind of malaised right now about this. They're kind of leaning back like, what is going on? And one guy takes one of the guy takes phonograph and lifts the needle and goes, excuse me, I've not understand what you're saying to me now. You're saying what? Gestapo?
Gestapo are coming. They're coming through those doors, and they're trying to kill this one.
Well,
just because of who she is.
Well, we roll me or something.
Nice touch.
3.
They certainly cannot let such a little one have such a problem, can we? All right, boys, stand up. It's time to rock and roll. One of the guys stands up and he goes, it's one of them days where you got to really set it in, isn't it? He grabs a baseball bat and puts it on his shoulders. Another guy goes, I don't think it's that kind of thing. But if they're really the Gestapo, we'll see what we can do. Right? And all the guys kind of stand up.
Don't get yourselves hurt, please.
Oh, do not worry, young lady.
She's like that. I'm like, do
not worry, young lady. We are more than happy to assist in your problems.
Are we trying to get on top?
If it's truly Gestapo, we will show them the music.
So I rolled a 3. Can I speak? They're speaking Australian, or at least 2 of them, right?
Two of them are Aussies for sure.
Yeah. Okay.
The one guy seems to be Russian. Like the Russian accent he has is obviously Russian.
Okay.
Does he pick up on my Russian accent?
So
he's smiling at you. He's like 6'8" and like shoulders as wide as a house.
So
don't worry, young lady. We will take care of you.
Considering I'm an actor, I've got a way with language with accents.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna look to the Australian and say, "Oi!" And then cunts shot his dog.
Oh, that's it, mate. We're gonna take him out. Fuck him. You don't mess with a dag.
Are we going to try to get on top of the tree?
Lily's actively trying to climb that Russian dude. Like she's behind him, foot on his like hands, climbing onto his shoulder, reaching for one of the fucking hatches, and she's like fucking jimmying it, trying to open it. And he kind of looks up and goes, "The view from here is quite fine." Lily's like, you can see her. She like flicks his ear, and she's like, "Stop being a creep."
Lily, I knew you were European.
Yeah. Okay, so this thing is locked. We can't get through here. We might need a crowbar or something. Maybe a key? Do you guys
We could ask the guys coming through the door.
Let's go. You
my
hear Carl,
goal is to get to the dining car.
Okay, I need each of you to
I
do
thought
2
you were
rolls.
French, not Hungarian.
Sorry, too many accents, and I'm not Matthew Mercer. I do my best.
No, I was talking to
I
George.
kind of want to trip Brandon.
He wants to get to the dining car because he's hungry. I thought you were French.
Ah,
No, I'm not French. So we need to get to the dining car and use the cooking fuel to make a pomme de terre.
oh, one of the anarchists says, "I might have a thing that could help you, but I'm not sure I should give it to you."
Please?
Roll for it.
One.
No, I'm real worried you're gonna cook yourself. You know,
I shot
maybe
my
I'll
fucking
keep
dog.
roll for it with +2.
That's 4.
All right, mate. I'll show you this thing. It's got a detonation time of 10 seconds, and he pulls out a pipe bomb.
Oh my god.
I've been working on it myself for a while, and I think that with enough practice, which I have had, this will indeed detonate a room about this big. I was going to use it at La Revolution, if you understand.
Oh yeah.
And he hands you this thing, and it literally says 10 with a go button on it.
Yeah.
Okay, I will keep that.
Make sure, mate, you don't use it too close.
No, thank
Are
you.
the bad guys in the other car right now, like the one behind us?
Yeah.
Or are they still
They're
trying to get in?
about to come into this area with the anarchists, the 8 of them.
Running.
All right, run. Let's go.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's when you hear what sounds like ja, es un
I love how his camera just blacked out.
And with the black for the screen.
black.
Yeah.
It's like lights out.
He rolled a -2, which makes it an 8.
Oh,
Which means that dude's dead.
Oh my god, you took his head off.
He's just kind of, his body's just standing there,
That's
and the
from
only thing
a
holding
dog.
him up is the buckle
Person
embedded in his
screaming
face.
is the person directly behind him who is fucking his head knocked into his teeth. One guy dead, head into the guy behind him.
Oh my god.
He's kind of, he's there, like knees are all bent, and he's just hanging there with this buckle stuck in his face.
That's what happens when you fuck with Paw Patrol.
Don't fuck with Paw Patrol. But yeah, that dude, his dentist is sad. There ain't gonna be no dental work there.
Anna is going to keep going until she reaches the 5th.
I'm gonna mark down that there's 4 now.
Well, let's face it, the guy who got hit in the face and behind him probably isn't going to be doing much running for a few minutes.
No, he's definitely been reduced, we will say.
Is the cooking car before or after the food car?
After, it's 16.
Okay, that's the one I'm looking for.
Yeah, 15 is the one they eat in, 16 is the one where they prepare the food.
That's what
And then it's all kind of like staff type cars from there forward.
I want 16.
Yeah. So you now have pipe bomb. You might want to write that down.
Oh, don't worry. It's going to be used soon.
Yeah. So you're getting into car 12 now? You're gonna leave all
Yes.
the anarchists behind?
Yes.
Yeah.
12.
Anna is looking
as-
very upset at the fact that people are definitely gonna get hurt because of her.
Nah, these guys were gonna get hurt when they got where they were going anyway.
They were gonna do some pretty shady shit.
Shut
had
up.
a
You already
pipe bomb
dragged us
spot.
into this.
All
They're
right.
not trapped on a train looking for trouble with a pipe bomb for nothing.
Yeah. All right.
Run.
Aaron, does
It
Anna
was what
want
we
to
do
do
best.
anything? What do you want to do? You get into the next train, and you can hear in the previous one, "Hi, mate, you done fucked with the wrong pikeys." And yeah,
She's gonna grab a steak knife from one of the tables nearby.
you want
as
there?
she's-
You're in 12. There
Oh,
are
okay.
there are rooms. There are 2 rooms per car,
Okay.
and there are 2 doors. Obviously, 1 per room. It's a hallway. The hallway is maybe about 3.5, 4 feet wide. Like the doors slide; they don't open. If they open, they would block the hallway.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Is there a hatch in the roof of this one as well?
This car,
You said this is a sleeping car, right?
it's a sleeping car.
It's got rooms.
2 rooms.
On those types of trains, the rooms, the windows slide open.
Do you want to
We're
go?
tossing her ass up and around.
Who, Lily, the
Yeah.
horses?
We can
Ooh.
climb around the side.
Oh,
It's a way to get to the roof.
Mhm.
risking it all, are we?
By the way, I probably should have asked this at the very start, but don't we get a bonus for running away from these guys because we're French?
You can take your fucking dirty fate point. All of you get 1 extra fate point. You disgust me. I hate you.
I love you, Pokey.
We are French and we are retreating, obviously. Bennett.
All right, boys, time for the war cry. We surrender.
I want Marquis to assist her in trying to get up from the outside because he's the strongest, so he's the best supporter weight.
Absolutely. Erin, do you want to just give me a roll?
A roll?
A roll.
Just a roll of any sort.
You're rolling for Lily. I just
Okay. Let's she got 2.
She got a 2.
She got 2 successes.
2. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, she's a contortionist, so she's going to use a fate point and give herself a +2 on top of that for a 4. And Marquis, he's got strong. He got a 4 as well, which beats the threshold. So she climbs out. As she's kind of hooked, he sticks his hand out to make a platform. She stands on his hand, and he pushes up on the arm as she jumps and grabs the top and pulls herself off. You just see her feet go. And he sticks his head out and he's like, looks back. He's like, she didn't die.
Okay, I'm gonna kind of stick my head out and yell, "Get to the front!" And when you hear the boom, tell them to disengage. Car 17.
You're in 12, to be clear.
I know. I said when you hear
Okay.
the boom.
There's a plan.
He's ambitious. I'll give him that.
When you hear the boom,
Wait, there are other people here.
Mhm.
You can't just
They'll be fine.
just blow them all up.
as long as we and Guy make it out, I don't care about the rest of these people.
I mean, she wasted a charge of her feather on the dog. You might as well care about whether he survives.
So
He's gonna
allons-y.
outlive us all.
Allons-y maintenant.
Anna will try to get up on top of the train the same method as Lily.
You're going on
Well,
top.
shit, that was fast.
I need an athletics roll, and I've got a roll from a boy.
Alrighty. I got 4 successes.
Ooh.
He yet again got 4 himself. So you, like the window's very tiny to fit through, right?
Mm.
Her being Lily, a contortionist, fit through it fairly easy. She doesn't really have much in the way of breasts. Just slipped through it. Is Anna a breasty young woman? Is
She's
she
not
busty?
super breasty now.
Okay, because otherwise she's gonna have very chafed nipples going through this.
Not
It's not gonna be a comfortable
down to
pass
this
through.
particular area.
Just squeeze one through
As
at a
she
time.
goes through, she regrets that last pie and an extra slice, but she makes it through. As you make it through, you feel a hand grab you by the back of your shirt and pull you up towards the thing. And you see what looks like an extremely muscular arm holding you. And you hear, "Be careful, I can only push so much. If you fall, I might not catch you."
I trust you.
And he hauls you straight up. You feel yourself be chucked straight up in the air. You actually go a foot above the level before you catch it and pull yourself over onto the top. You see Lily going, and she's very cautiously slinking from one train to the other.
Okay. She looks over the edge and gives Marquis a thumbs up.
You hear what sounds like gunfire from on top of the train.
Oh,
Bang,
shit.
bang, bang. And you see a bullet fire up through the roof. And Lily stops and turns and ducks down and looks at you. And she says, "We have to hurry if we're going to make it." And that's when you roll an alertness for me.
Okay. I'm good at those. 3.
3. The train is traveling exceedingly fast, right? It's almost at 100 miles an hour going from the south to the north. You see the sun in the distance, not quite setting. It's almost 5 o'clock. And there are trees on either side as you pass them, just whooshing by, whoosh, whoosh. All of them have been planted or trimmed in such a way that the train doesn't come close to hitting them at all. Mm-hmm. The microphone on the walkie-talkie goes off, and you can hear someone talking in German. The gunfire stops, and they say something. You hear a second voice say something back in German. Now, you speak German, you said, right?
Yep.
So you hear, "They've got allies on this train, people they've been using to stop us. But the Phoenix, she has moved on. She's moved on to the further trains. I know you're resting where you are, but I need you to gather some of the men up the front and provide a stop for them. I feel they are going to try and derail the train."
She's going to shout.
You hear the second voice go, "I am on it. I will be there shortly."
She's going to shout forward to Lily, "There are some of them in front of us as well."
Lily nods and continues running towards the front. Meanwhile, on the inside, bullets go by about 15 shots before everything goes quiet.
Run.
All right, so you run up to 13.
Mm-hmm.
In 13, when you have the door open, as soon as it's open, you can smell it. The vanilla, the lilac, the very expensive women's perfume. You hear people chatting. This is couches, candles. There are people, and they're all sitting quietly, staring towards the door, very spooked looking. Like they are like, "What the fuck is going on?" You see what looks like a train security guard standing there, and he sees you guys all barrel in, the 6 of you, and he raises a gun up with his hand shaking. He says, "Get on the ground. Stop. Right now. On the ground."
And I, in the biggest booming voice I can do, "Voila, ladies and gentlemen, you are part of our performance. A murder mystery."
Roll. Just roll. I'll give you a fate point for for playing in character. Straight up, you have one.
I do have one. So I'll use one as well for me being a performer to boost.
Okay.
So that puts me at 4.
4. How does one decipher that number? Right, 4. He very much wants to believe you, but he saw bullets pass through the car. There were, and heard bangs and whatnot. He is not 100% turned towards what you're saying, although 4 is very believable and practiced and true as what you say and do many a times. He still has the gun up, and he has it trained on you. You can also like get your guys to do stuff if you want to get them to like back you up. You're welcome to it.
So as I'm like putting my hands up, getting him to really look at me, I kind of go like, and now for the wonderful knockout.
And what are you hoping to get the knockout?
I want Marquis to punch him in the face while he's looking at me.
You're opposite sides of the train. He's at the back door. And you
Oh, he's the back door.
Yeah, he's not immediately in front of you.
Okay. Then
So Marquis leans over and like elbows you and does like a stage whisper. He goes, "I don't know what you want me to do."
pick up someone as a human shield.
He picks up Tomas, puts him on his shoulder, and he goes, "We are entertainers. We entertain real good." And then everyone starts dancing and they start singing. And someone actually, let's see if they do actually. Nope. No, everyone sings real shitty because they're freaking out. We are entertainers, we guess too. And Sheila just shakes her head. She's like,
Okay, so we dance our way to the back end of the train car, and then
you
said,
shot if you move forward. So,
"Oh, okay, never mind. I'm not even walking. I'm apparently being carried."
We dance using Brandon as a human shield.
He's got you all, like you're obviously at this point too tall. Your head's on the ceiling, and like he's picked you up. One of the women screams when you come forward, and he fires, doing a 6 at Marquis and Brandon. So I'm gonna roll for Marquis for defense. Brandon.
Marquis defense.
He rolled a 3. He's going to use a point. That's 5. God. He's going to take a 1 damage.
So a 5 got him 1 damage.
He rolled a so it's a 6 you have to beat.
I rolled a 2.
So you're at a 3. You can take a 3 damage, which would be the top end of your health right now.
I'll use a fate point.
Okay. Use a fate point.
I don't know how, but I'm going to use a fate point.
Well, what's your specialty?
You know what?
Performer?
Your group is called the Reich stuff, so you've got the Reich stuff to avoid this hit.
Okay.
You use the point, take it, and so if you said you rolled a 2, it'd be a 4, so you would take a 2 damage.
Okay.
Fate point spent. All right. It would be your guys' go to do something because he's gonna fire. He's gonna unload this gun.
Well then,
Guy,
le testicle.
Don't you fucking get him killed again.
All right.
Well, I'm gonna charge as well, so
I need
he's
you to
didn't
roll
get
an
a
attack.
first time.
He has a fist technically of 1 because he's a dog. So
yeah.
So
Well, my goal is I want to run at the guy.
Mhm.
And have Guy go to attack him, so that way his primary thing is the big guy running at him.
Okay. All right. Well, give me a roll for Guy.
Guy, you said he has a fist of 1?
Fist of 1, yeah.
Then that puts him at a... That negates that, so 3.
Damn.
Well, that he overcomes the 2 that he defended with and grabs him by the testicles and begins shaking violently.
Oh my god.
All right.
Fuck.
Thomas, Frederick, what do you guys want to do? Because
Fucking
talking
run.
doesn't count as your move.
Fastball special.
Brandon
Fucking
has disappeared.
I'm still here.
Oh.
Just fucking run.
At the gun?
Sure. Get the gun away from him.
Okay, I would need a... I'm going to roll in athletics. You roll in acrobatics? A strength? Give me a roll.
Probably a strength.
Give me a roll.
1.
Well, good news, buddy. He got a -2.
Sweet.
You grab
He's real scared.
As he's trying to pull the dog off, he drops the gun. You grab the gun and have a gun. So you can write down have gun with 4 shots in it.
Have gun 4 shots.
Mm-hmm. All right. So that's your move. Anna is up at top with Lily. They're moving to the front. Do you want Marquis, Francois, Carlos, Lily? Lily's up top. Antonio or Sheila to do anything?
We're moving forward, but as we're going by, as Guy would release, I want Marquis just to give the guy like a kind of a backhand glancing blow, something to kind of keep him from trying to stop us any further.
Okay, so Guy's going to stop, though?
Yeah.
And then the defense would be... So with the dog going at this trained security guard, the dog pulls back, bites harder into his crotch. He, having dropped the gun, takes his hand and hammer fists at the dog's head as hard as he can, just bang, 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 as Marquis grabs him by the face and pushes his head against the wall as hard as he can. But unfortunately, Marquis trying to do this slips from all the blood that's on the ground from Guy tearing this guy's genitals off and falls and bangs himself on the head, unfortunately.
How much did he miss by?
He missed by 6.
Oh my
Holy
goodness.
The
shit.
security guard, so focused on the dog, rolled a 5. Guy rolled a -2.
Oof.
Then I will put Guy to a 0.
That's a 7 difference.
I will use my other action point because I had one from running away earlier,
Yes.
and then you gave me another one for that situation earlier. So I'm going to use that one to say that Guy is a professional, like he's a strongman fighter.
Okay, so you want him to re-roll?
I want him
You
to
mean
re-roll.
Marquis? Not
Yeah,
Sorry,
Guy.
Marquis.
Marquis, yeah. Okay, so that's now a 0.
His name is Marky Bark.
That's Marquis Bark. So, okay.
And here
so
comes
you
the
use a
funky
2.
punch.
So you're going to use just a +2 at that point to bring it up to a 2 difference?
Yeah.
Okay. So the difference is now 2. He doesn't slip. He grabs him, and he goes to bang him on the head, but the guy grabs the dog and stops himself from being knocked out. But Marquis doesn't trip or fall or anything.
That's better.
Major difference. There's still blood on the gun from this guy. All right. He doesn't have the gun anymore. He's going to do that hammer fisting on the dog now to try and kill the dog. So he got a 3 plus a 1, so that's a 4 on Guy. Want to roll for Guy?
He has a
+1 to fist.
3.
A 3?
Yeah, with the +1, that makes it a 3.
So 3 versus 4. It's only off by 1, so Guy takes 1 damage. So hurts. He's getting hammer fisted.
Guy, take them off.
Whew. All right. He goes for a -2, unfortunately. So that's a -1. The
Well, that's my
guy,
roll for Guy, yeah?
yeah. So then Buddy Guy has to roll a defense, which he's gonna make. Yeah, he's got.
Well, I rolled a 4 for your Guy's bite.
Oh, you rolled a 4? Okay, that beats the 1 by 3. He rips the testicles off. In fact, in doing so, it kills the guy. That's too much blood loss all at once.
Oh, okay.
He goes into shock and drops to the ground while Guy is still shaking at him.
Okay, Francois will grab Guy by the collar and go, come on.
Fantastic. Francois still has a gun with 5 shots in it.
Well, no, I don't have the gun. Tomas has the gun.
Francois has the first gun that you guys grabbed.
Oh, I thought that was Francois.
So Francois you are Fred.
Oh, Fred. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
And I
So
have
sorry,
the
Fred is grabbing.
you just killed had.
Yeah, you also now have a gun, Brandon.
All the
Right.
guns.
So now you're going to run past all the bourgeoisie into 14 into 14. Meanwhile, on the top, you've just found out what's going on. You run to the front of the train as fast as you guys can. It takes about 2 or 3 minutes, but there's not going to be a whole lot. When you get to the front of the train, as you're getting closer, you see that they're heading towards a tunnel, because what else would happen? You're on top of a train. Of course there's a tunnel. Come on. What did you think? It was going to be easy?
You didn't think it would be that easy, did you?
All right. Lily is going to use her contortionist ability. She says, hurry up, jump in with me. And she jumps between the trains and grabs onto the edge and insists that you jump down there with her.
Okay. She is going to attempt to do so.
So she gets a 3 for athletics. I need you to roll in athletics as well.
I got a 6.
A 6 on athletics? Holy shit, you're better than the contortionist. You must really want to not die.
That's weird.
All right, so for the next few minutes, you're going to be stuck in that area.
Okay.
All right. You guys make a plan. You make it through 4 to 15. You are now in the food cart, in the cafeteria area.
Make
I'm gonna
a
go use
plan.
the
I'm not used to that.
I shall return. So make a plan.
Well, I want to get to the food prep area.
I want to live.
So, to get people to get out of our way, I'm going to hold up the pipe bomb and scream, bomb, 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 and keep running.
I mean, that'll probably do the trick.
Sure.
Except that you're unfortunately running towards more
I don't know
bodies.
that.
Yeah, I know. I've got no way to tell you guys.
I'm just trying to avoid another shaky security guard. I want him to panic and not shoot at me.
I just don't want Guy to die.
Fuck the rest of you. The dog.
He's my boy now.
We would have to name a flower after him.
He's my doggo friend.
Guy Lafleur.
So, can we get through the food cart, Justin?
He's not even there.
He's not back yet.
Wait, he disappeared?
He had to go pee.
Oh, okay. I didn't hear that part.
Yeah, that's what happens when you drink all day.
That's fair.
He's back now, by the way.
Can you see me?
Oh, man.
Am I still all blacked out?
There you
Yeah.
are.
And they can see me. And they can see me.
Now you see me? All righty.
They can see me.
You guys have a strategy worked out?
Can we make it to the food preparation cart?
Yes,
Yeah.
there's a bunch of like, rich hoity-toity fat guys with mustaches eating cake.
Mustache.
It is as pretentious as you expect it to be. You can smell the roast beef, the eggs, everything. There's obviously vegetable. The smell of vegetables is very strong. And
Cabbage.
cabbage, a strong cabbage smell.
Aren't we the carnies?
Yes, you also smell of cabbage. The cabbage.
We
All right,
smell of elderberries.
so you run through
They
this.
scared me. The Dutch.
You at this point, as you run into the cart, you notice you enter a tunnel and everything goes dark. as you're in this cart. Not perfectly dark. There's still sconces on the walls that are powered, but you notice they flicker while you're in here.
Okay.
And you can hear behind you what sounds like people yelling to get out of their way, get out of their way.
So we're in the food prep area.
Yes. And
I want to find.
So you're
gas.
in the cafeteria. You're in 15.
I'm
You have to
gonna
run
get
past
through.
the people eating and everything.
Yep, I will knock over who I have to knock over. I'm going right through them.
Give me an athletics roll. That's just a straight roll for you.
2.
You got a 2? Fantastic. Some fat fuck gets up and goes, well, I've never. And you just fucking armbar him and he knocks back and knocks over a table and a chair. And someone screams and everyone gets up and like everyone's in panic. They're like, we're being robbed. We're being robbed. You know?
Yes, and the men with the gun are behind us.
Roll.
1.
1. Some people go, oh my God, lock the door. Ah. Right. So you see a couple of people go and try and barricade the door. You move to the front of the train and it's locked. That cart is locked between the kitchen and the dining room.
Shave and a haircut.
I need you to roll. It's an opposed roll. I want you to know that.
3.
He opens the door. He goes, 1 second, I'm almost ready. He opens the door and he looks and he goes, you're not friend. All right, he knocked his ass back. He falls to the ground.
I have a bomb.
All right, Brandon, what is your character doing? What is Tomas doing?
Running. I can't honestly think of anything I can do helpful here.
No? Okay, give me a
Can't believe that
roll.
worked.
Tomas, give me... Yeah, he rolled a -1, you rolled a 3. That's 4 difference. He answers the goddamn door.
Like he's told by the guys that are chasing us, don't let them through. All right, there's nothing that'll make me open this door.
Knock, knock,
Hold on,
knock.
just a second.
Yeah. Shave and a haircut. 2
Two
bit.
bit.
All right, 1 second. I'm almost ready.
Fuck, how did that go again?
So yeah, lights are flashing. It's dark in here. Give me a roll, Brandon.
0.
0?
Yeah.
Not good. You're kind of drawing a blank. You're traveling with some people who have martial skills, including yourself. In between...
I can fight?
Yeah. You're actually...
Dude, we're stage performers.
Yeah, you can not only...
Did
can
you not
fight,
watch First Night? Lancelot's
I'm
a
not-
badass.
Jan.
Okay, but you have sword skills, particularly.
Oh, yes.
On top of that, you're very well versed in like military history, right? Invading armies and kingdoms and stuff like that. Like you're well read. That is like one of your themes for Thomas,
Okay.
is that he knows about that sort of stuff. So one of the things you're well aware of is setting up gauntlets. So like when you've been running from door to door to door, like despite running a 0, you're still this character. So like if you can do something that makes it so one person at a time goes through and blocks them off, if you can divide them and then deal with them at a lower number and possibly pin them down, you've got a gun as well as Francis. And like you go over to Francis, you grab his gun and open it, and he's only got 1 bullet down. You have 4 bullets in your gun.
Mhm.
Okay. So give me another roll, Brandon.
1.
You have the marksman feat. I was either going to give it to you or Francis. A 1 is because we're rolling on such a low, tight scale. You have the marksman feat, or stunt in this case, right? Which means you have a +4 on a shot if you take the round and fire it at the end of the round. You take the second and shoot, which means you can shoot. I would give you at a minimum at a 2-car distance with like precision aim, right?
Yeah.
So if you want, you can take the gun from Francois, who hasn't used it. He's just been holding it like a blankie, keep giving him, right? And you see him there as the leader of this troop, just holding on to it, never firing back. He's had lots of opportunities to fire back, and he has never fired back.
All right. Francois, I need you to give me the gun.
Of course, Captain. And he hands you the gun. He's like, I'm sorry, I've just been panicking.
I know. We're all panicking. We need to get through this. But, yeah. Just, we need to keep going.
Of course. Do you think they made it to the front? Carlos goes, the beautiful girl's too young and too gorgeous to die. I mean, she's got Lily. She'll make it.
Yes, let's go with that.
Carlos smiles. He's like, I think she likes me. All right.
So
anything else
so
you want
what's
to do before we get out of this tunnel? Because I'm about to switch to out of this tunnel.
what's in this car with us?
You just got past the cafeteria area in the dining car, and you're now in the kitchen cart.
Okay, so there's probably carts. Empty food carts.
Yes.
Okay, so let's tip them over as we and on either side of the doorway that we just came out of.
Okay, and your plan.
So like make a pathway.
Also, you remember that Fred was going on about blowing up this car or something. You don't remember exactly what his plan was, but he was definitely going on about it.
Okay, so perfect. What we need to do then is we need to make a pathway and maybe throw some oil and stuff on the ground and random foodstuffs on the ground in between the carts so that they have to walk over. In the
cafeteria cart or in the kitchen cart?
In the kitchen cart.
Okay.
So that they
so
only have.
You're helping create more environment to explode with.
Well, that and like stuff that they have to get through to come like, and they only have the one narrow path.
Mm-hmm.
Even more
Essentially
narrow
creating difficult terrain.
Yeah, well, yeah, because then they're going to be like they have to step over slippery foodstuffs. They can't go to either side of it as soon as they come in the door.
Mm-hmm.
And my idea is that I'm already at the back door.
Yes.
Laying down cover fire, and then Fred hits the button on the bomb, throws it over my head, and then we close the door and book it.
Mm-hmm.
While they're waiting for me to stop firing. Like as soon as they stop firing, they're like, is he done? And at that point, the bomb's already in there ticking.
Okay. The bomb has a 10-second detonator. Don't forget that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but those guys are going to take at least 2 seconds to think about it if I'm done firing.
All right. Well, Fred, you see Thomas start giving commands, start creating this very difficult terrain, yada, yada, yada. What is it you're doing?
Well, I'm going to make sure that I'm going to say Marquis and Paige, get to the next door, secure it for us.
Mm-hmm.
Guy, protect.
So which door is it? The door to 14 or door to 15? Door to 15 he's protecting, right?
Yeah, I want them to go to the next door, and then I'm going to stay with Brandon to enact this cockamamie plan.
Okay. In 15, there are 6 or 7 people that were eating and whatnot that saw you have the dog like. Oh wait, that's before. Sorry,
Mm-hmm.
a lot of train cars. We've been like running manically through.
Yeah, whoever came up with that idea is fucking dumb.
You know, I was like, this bitch is gonna be on rails.
And you should know that we
Nice.
quickly take things off the rails.
I'm doing my best. Doing my best. I didn't
That's all
expect
we
on
could
top
ask
of the
for.
train. I really didn't.
You what?
I didn't expect on top of the train. I really didn't.
You lie.
So, all right. So you guys prepare all that, and you said the rest of the crew gets to the back. You're cleaning that all up. All of a sudden, you see sunlight burst in through the windows. Meanwhile, on top of the train, Lily's there holding on to you, and you onto her, and she goes, "Okay, I think it's good to go." And she peeks up quickly and down and goes, "Yes, we should be good for a while," and climbs back on top.
How many cars away from the engine are we?
You are 5 cars from the front.
All right.
So
Gonna-
you are at 18. You are just ahead of them.
Okay. So she's going to focus entirely on just running across the top of those cars to get to the engine ASAP.
Mm-hmm. That's when there's an explosion that goes off. And you start hearing chatter going on the thing. "Are you okay? I heard something explode. What's going on up there?"
You could bluff them.
I was thinking about it, but how many like female Nazis were in active duty?
As you like wait, as time kind of like 5 seconds, 8 seconds, 10 seconds go by.
Yeah.
Lily goes. You hear Lily scream, and you turn, and you see the top of the one of the carts. What's it called? The hatch opens, and you see a large man climb out on top of the train. He's wearing the same sort of blue the rest of them were.
Mm-hmm.
He has no gun, but what looks like a sword on him.
Okay.
And he is the guy who caught you in the first place. He's the
Oh.
one who captured you
Okay.
and hired these people.
Okay. She once
He grabs
she's like
Lily by the throat, and let's roll. Give me a roll for Lily.
a roll for Lily. All right.
I want to know if she gets chucked off this train or not.
Lily gets. Ooh, she didn't get anything.
What'd she get?
She got 0.
She doesn't beat a 4. In fact, if she got 0, that's quite a huge difference. She gets chucked off the train. You see him just
Crashing this
grab her
train.
and just fucking chuck her. And he starts barreling towards you.
She'll be fine.
I would like to.
To rage! Sorry, been watching too much Critical Role.
Are there along the sides of the track? Are there like cables or anything hanging from like posts, like power cables or?
Every like 5 kilometers, there is a hooked device, which one of the back carts had a thing designed for grabbing the bags off the hooked device.
Oh, the
Okay.
mail catchers.
Mail catchers, yeah.
I am going to.
Very
I'm
large
guessing
man
that
is-
one of those aren't actually like there when Lily gets chucked.
roll an alertness for me.
Okay.
I want to know if you saw what happened to Lily.
I'm trying to save Lily.
She rolls herself into a ball and starts rolling on like a tumbleweed.
I just got 7.
Got a 7 for alertness?
Yeah, I got epic.
Yeah. So as he grabs Lily and chucks her, she's a waif compared to him. But he chucks her at an angle, and then she rolls, and you see that she grabbed the edge. She's still hanging on.
Okay. In that case, I'm gonna try and deal with this guy that's charging at me by.
You are concerned with with the force she was thrown with, that she may have dislocated one of her arms, but she is holding on.
Okay. And this guy is fully out of the hatch already?
Oh, yeah, he climbed out.
Okay.
Lily screamed. He grabbed her by the throat and chucked her.
In this case,
And then saw you and started barreling towards you.
she is going to mutter. It's probably mostly carried away by the rush of the wind, but she's going to mutter words of power
Okay.
and
All right, okay.
attempt to animate the next male catcher to turn it into like a living snake that'll
You
try
have
and
to touch anything you animate.
Oh, I have to touch it? Okay.
You have to touch.
Never mind then. Let's do...
I'm relatively certain I wrote touch in that.
No, that was for the drain. You specified for the drain.
Oh, yeah. It still should have been. Animate object should have been a touch thing.
Okay, yep. In that case, I am
With the
gonna...
healing, all that sort of stuff, you very much have to...
It's all hands on? Okay. In that case, gonna try and charge at him.
Okay.
And, like, go down and try to sweep his legs off, so maybe he'll, like, slip and roll.
Thought this was going to get wildly inappropriate when you said, I'm going to charge at him, and I'm going to go down.
Be careful of the sword. Work the shaft.
Yeah, first, yeah. We're not doing phrasing. Lana!
I wasn't going to go there.
So yeah, she's gonna try and sweep his legs out. So
That's
that
how you get Sims. Do you want Sims? That's how you get Sims.
Get in there and Cobra Kai this sucker.
Sweep the legs. Were you just going to do fists at him? It's a fist roll, whether you're kicking or punching.
she's not trying to like.
You think like
strike
going to like a
him.
front roll?
Yeah,
Yeah,
trying to knock him down, not necessarily hurt him. Just trying to get him to lose his footing.
Still, all the martial arts movements, grapples, and whatnot, it's either athletics or it's fists. So
May I
whatever
use
one you have better,
athletics?
you can use. Okay.
Okay.
You know what might freak him out? If you randomly burst into flames as you're charging him. That might put him on edge a bit.
Except that he already knows what I am.
Yeah, but when someone's on fire and running at you, most people don't like that.
Yeah. Well.
My
He
opinion.
he knows what he's fighting though.
Fair enough.
Also, Jordan, I'm going to need 3 rolls. Brandon, I'm going to need 3 rolls. Write down your rolls. We're going to come back to you guys.
I got 6 for my athletics roll.
You got a 6. You easily Cobra Kai his ass and sweep the legs. He hits the ground. You can do a non-combative action like a talk or whatever. You can do a movement and you can do an attack. Those are 3 things you can do in a round. Plus, you can pump on top of anything you do more fate points.
In that case,
He's run at you and you've swept the legs. So he did his attack on Lily, yelled at you and ran at you. So he did his attack, his talk, and his movement. Right?
so I can't do a drain on him when I
No,
sweep the
because you
leg, right?
attacked.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay.
You said you ran up to him and attacked as well.
Yeah.
Right? So now you can say something or do some sort of skill, like you can do a scholarship, you can do...
In German, she will just sort of like very angrily shout at him, leave the rest of them alone, and we'll try to just keep going and head towards the engine, hoping that he'll follow her instead of fucking with the rest of them.
There it is. There it is. Sorry, I have a character sheet I made for someone else, and I'm just going to adjust one of his aspects from small size to large. That's correct. All right. He is going to do extensive. No, I don't want to do extensive training. Redirect force. He could have done that as a defense. Who will do martial arts at you as you try and you're trying to walk past him? Is that what you said?
No, like use her forward momentum to like slide past him as she did the leg sweep type of thing.
Get on his other side. I'll count that all as one thing. I won't make you re-roll that.
Okay.
So you are on the other side of him.
Mhm.
He is going to, with his martial arts training, is going to grab you and grapple you. Is what he's going to try and do. Technically, is that an athletics? What do I have for athletics? Yeah, I've got a +3. Fantastic.
So I'm rolling athletics as well.
Well, yeah, you can roll athletics. So he got a
I got 7.
5,
So he would have to spend a fate point, which he will. He has a Keto Master, so he's going to put a fate point into that to get to 7. And then, since he also has Don't Trust Anyone, he's going to pump a point into that, which will bring him, since it's now 7 and 7, to a 9. So he's got you grappled.
I will use a fate point to use Phoenix on the Run to bump mine up.
Ooh. Ooh.
Oh.
Oh.
Hey, ooh.
How many? Okay, so is that your last fate point?
No, I still have one. I haven't used one yet. This is the first one.
That's the first one? Fantastic. So that gets you to 9, and as he grabs you, you turn your ankle sideways and kick at him and break his grip and keep moving. He's going to stand up. He has a large size, and that he's going to say something definitely menacing, like he says generic menacing villain line. He says, "You'll never escape me. We have agents everywhere." All right. So that was his grab. So we're good. Standing's technically his movement. Right, your turn. Oh, I'm going to roll for Lily, see if she gets back aboard. Is that a plus? She might either have a 3 or a 2. That is a 2. Okay, so Lily pulls her ass over and up. Her shoulder looks dislocated. She needs your help. As you come up to, like, you're moving away from her, or what are you doing? You going to try and kill this guy? What are you doing?
Oh, she's trying to lead the guy away from Lily towards the front of the train.
The front of the train where the explosion happened, or the front of the train where the engine is?
Where the engine is.
Lily's at the side. Technically, you'd be leading this guy closer to Lily if you led him to the front of the engine.
I thought she was ahead of me, and he was ahead of her.
Like he came out like here. She was here. She got tossed over here.
Okay.
You were here going in this direction, right?
Yeah, and I went past him.
Grabbed her, tossed her, and ran towards you. You fought, came to this side, right? So she's still like up here in this area, right?
Okay.
While you and him are fighting over here.
All right. So, but she's
Wiggle.
on. She's on the rooftop now, though, right?
She's trying to. She's got a dislocated shoulder.
Okay.
She needs your help. If she's
All right.
she's gonna get caught by a mail catcher otherwise.
All right.
Not immediately, but it's coming.
Yeah. No, she'll quickly hurry over there,
Grab her.
grab her, and pump 2 into her. Not shots, heals.
Just pump 2 into a bitch. Fuck you, dark side. Come to the dark side, bitches. Off the edge. Story, Lily died. It was tragic. I tried to save her. My story is very traumatic.
It's like a horse. She broke her leg. Sorry, old yeller.
Yeah.
Do you need help? We can't help you.
All right. So you run over, you pull her up, and you try and heal her. You watch as she takes her arm, pushes it back, and it pops into place before you can do anything.
Oh, okay.
Right? And that's when you see a fist come and swing at you. And we'll come back to that in a second.
Okay.
Because he's got a movement and an attack, so that's what's coming. Meanwhile, inside the train, I need to know your rolls, guys. I need to know your
I rolled 1, 1, 4.
Nice. Brandon, what'd you roll?
-2, -3, +3.
Oh my god.
We gonna die.
I feel like Jordan's lying about the +4, to be honest.
No, I got the 4 at the end. I was happy with that.
-1. That's -2. And that's 7. So that cancels those out. So then there's be -3 on the +7. So that's a +4. Hey, guess what, guys? Guess what? Some
We
people
die in a horrible fiery explosion.
Guess what? You're all fucking dead, you pieces of shit. Fuck you. Well, mathematically, you got a +4. Literally, let's look at this. We got Marquis got a +1. Francois got a +1. Carlos got a -1. Oh, that's a 4. Sorry, that's a 4, not a negative. Carlos, so in all this, doing pretty good. Lily's technically the -2. Antonio's the -3. He kind of bitching out. But Sheila comes in with the clutch. So Carlos and Sheila apparently work well together. They start coming up with ideas and plans and whatnot, and like they are without a doubt the most clutch of the two, and they make up for the 6, sorry, and they make up for the major difference. And when the guys come in, you notice there's not 4, right? There's actually 2 still pursuing, right? It looks like those pikeys actually did some serious damage. One guy's half of his forehead is peeled back. Like he took a baseball bat and it fucking peeled the skin back. His eyes swollen, blood down his face. Like these guys, they must be paid real well or zealots of some sort, because they, by all rights, these 2 guys should not still be pushing. They've lost quite a few people now, 3 of the 5 down, right? There's something going on. They're clearly zealots, right?
Mind controlled by the Jade Court.
Mind controlled by the Jade Court. 100%. But anyway, these 2 dudes, when you get there, where are you detonating the bomb?
Well, I'm gonna try and throw it like the center-ish of the cart, because I know they were saying it'll mess up a cart.
Yeah. So yeah, it'll blow up the interior of the cart, but with oil and the flour that's been aerated and everything. And then when the guy comes in, Brandon, I need you to roll me just a straight up roll and add 4 to it.
Oh, 6.
Sweet. So you clip one guy, and by clip I mean you take his head off with a shot. Like you just pull the gun as he comes through, like they've been split. So like the way you have the cart set up, the one guy steps sideways to try and get away, and the other guy stops and looks and goes, "What the fuck?" And boom, shot right in the head. The second he stops moving and looks like, "What the fuck?" He's shooting right in the head. The other guy drops down, and you can see like he's got a rifle or something on him that he's finally decided, fuck this. He pulls the rifle and he comes up over the edge and tries to fire at you guys. He clips Carlos, who's the one who got the -1. That was the lowest one. No, someone got -3. Yeah, that is Carlos. Okay. Carlos got -3.
Ouch.
So he gets clipped, catches him right in the shoulder. His arm is disabled right now. He takes the consequence, disabled arm. Right? But you guys get through, throw the bomb, it ignites, right? But the car doesn't detach. Something's going on, and you don't know what it is, right? You're in car
Which means
7.
they might not have made it to the front.
Yeah, you're in cart 17. What do you guys want to do?
I'm going to try the radio in this room.
Yes, you go and try the radio in this room. Everything seems relatively calm, right?
Okay. There was an explosion in car 16. Disconnected.
Who is this? Who am I talking to?
The person who's telling you that there was an explosion in car 16. You better disconnect it.
Shut the fuck up. Obviously, there was some sort of explosion. I want to know who I'm talking to. This is the engineer at the front. I want to know who the heck is answering the phone. Who gave you permission? What is going on up there?
What's going on? An explosion is going on, and it's going to spread. I'll tell you after. You need to uncouple that damn car before it engulfs the entire train.
I need you to roll for me. Probably going to be fine.
0.
Got a -1. The car unclips.
I was just going to say, I am performer. Can I add performance to that?
Absolutely you can. I would even say with a +2. So that's a 3. So yeah, 100% it unclips and he goes, I'll send someone to the front to talk to you. Figure out what's going on.
Sure.
Phone goes dead. All right. So you're in this cart. People open up. You see you're in another sleeping cart. The doors open up and a woman sticks her head out. And she goes, "What's going on? Is everything all right? It seems something's going on over there. Heard a loud explosion."
It was just an incident in the food cart.
Yeah, there's an explosion. A piece of shrapnel hit my friend over here. Can you watch him?
I'm very hurt. If you could help me, that would be of great. I can hardly think, woman. Could you help me? Do you have a bandage? Marky goes, he is very hurt. You can see it in him. Emotionally more than anything. Mentally, definitely. He pats him on the head. Carlos is like, fuck you.
I'm really loving these guys.
Sheila walks over and walks right past the woman into her car. And she goes, "Hey guys, you're going to want to see this." And you hear a man go, "Get out of that." Meanwhile, on top of the cart.
Racing for a fist.
Racing for a fist. Billy goes, "Look out!" And that's an 8.
Oh no.
You're gonna get clocked.
I'm gonna get clocked.
What's your total damage you can take? Because 8's pretty high. What's your endurance physical there?
My endurance is at good, so that means I have 4?
Yep. That would be 4.
Whew.
Actually, is that correct? I don't think that is correct. If one of you doesn't mind, Brandon, you're using your cell phone or laptop? Are either using your laptop right now?
My
Good is
laptop's open.
+3.
Is that
What
what
do
it
you
gives? I thought 5 gave you plus all the way to 8.
This
7.
is
I thought 5 gave you to 7 and gave you +1 consequence. If I'm not mistaken.
Endurance.
I've only got a
what?
plus. I've only got a +3. My endurance stat is good.
Your
Yeah,
endurance stat is good. So
Yeah.
you have 4 physical stress boxes.
Yeah.
Is that not on top of the 3 you naturally get?
You get 3 naturally?
Yes.
Yeah.
I thought you only get 2.
No, I think it's 3, if I'm not mistaken.
See,
this is why we check
endurance,
these things.
gain
That's
a
what this
passive
section is about.
ability representing your toughness. As such, the higher the endurance takes damage by going more than the default number of physical stress boxes, 2. So you start with 2 default stress boxes, so you have 6.
There we go.
I have 6.
Which means if he just hits you, if you get a 0, you get a consequence.
Okay.
You get a mild consequence if you rolled a 0 and did nothing.
All right. So my athletics roll is 4.
Okay.
And
So you would take a tick on the 4 space if you did nothing.
okay.
Which I mean, really, it's I think of it as like some hit point damage. Okay, it's not a consequence, but it is damage.
Yeah, she'll soak it.
Yeah. So he comes in and he swings and bam and hits you, knocking you back a little bit. And then he says, "You can't escape me. We'll put you back in the box and continue using you. There's no escaping."
So when he
Now it's your turn.
strikes me, can I do something as he hits me?
Only if you're spending fate points.
Okay. You know what?
If you want to change what happens, that's spending fate points.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, the upset is he's in physical striking range, which means he's within grabbing range.
Yeah, you can move and attack. You can do whatever you want, right? But he hit you and he knocked you back like 3 feet. You rolled towards the edge of the train.
Okay.
And he's not paying much attention to Lily, so you technically, if you wanted to use Lily as on your round as something, you can.
Okay. Now she is actually. Hold on a second. Let me just.
Oh my
double
god.
check. What?
Call back to our last session. Use Lily and schoolyard this guy.
Schoolyard.
Always a classic. So you guys are in 7, and she's on top of 7. Actually, I'm going to need everybody to roll an alertness for me. Because we're in initiative.
Hey.
0.
Oof. I rolled
Minus
shit on that
2.
one.
Minus 2.
I got 2.
What'd you get, Brandon?
Minus 2.
And what did you get, Jordan?
Absolute 0.
And what'd you get, Erin?
I got 2.
Plus 2. And okay. So let's start with Erin, and then we'll go from there.
Okay. So,
I'm also going to give you a heads up, Brandon. The opening to the top to get up there, it's already open.
What?
So she is actually. I was gonna do something, but now since I'm so hurt, she is actually going
And you
to.
hear someone roll above you.
Huh?
Just
Oh.
kind of study. So, but before you do anything that's going on, you guys are in here. You call the train car. That's when you hear like a tussle back and forth, someone scream, and then you hear someone rolling on top of the train car, and you realize the hatch to the top is open and that there's a fight going on above you guys in this train car right now. And we'll go back to Anastasia.
Okay. She is going to use 3 charges to heal herself up.
Okay. That would be your action.
Yeah. And
So you clear the damage, okay?
I don't think it
It brings it down
using
to 1,
3
right?
leaves me with 1 damage, I think.
Yeah, it brings it down to 1, yeah.
And
Yeah, because you took a 4, that's right.
she's gonna try and bolt past him. No, wait, he's behind me, essentially. So
Yeah, basically.
she's gonna try and head for the engine.
You're going to run to the next one. So each car counts as a zone. So
Okay.
your movement, you can move into the next zone, right?
Mhm.
So you would move to 18.
Okay.
Yep. So Erin is at 18.
Wait, if they're above us, that means the cart directly behind just detached and went away.
Yeah. Well, technically 2 behind, but yeah. Because they're at 18 and you blew up 16.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they're on 17. So yeah, they detached that.
That was close.
Yeah.
So that means there's a big gap behind this fucker.
All right. So now it's Jordan's turn. What does Fred do?
Well, I guess Fred's gonna go up the ladder.
All right. You climb up the ladder. You're up there. You're in a new zone. That's your entire movement to get up there.
Mhm.
So you have an action and a skill check if you want.
Okay. I'm next to the latch. So are they on the far side of the thing from me?
So yeah. So like I said, like if you get again, it's just the car. Like they came up here. This is where you've come up, right?
Yeah.
And they are fighting in this area, right? Because that's where Lily was. Right.
Okay. And so Erin is basically by me at this point, and she's trying to run to the next cart.
Yes. So she'd have to run past you to get to the next car.
Okay. I kind of poke my head up and go, "This is not Albuquerque."
Very timely. New fresh cartoon that just came out.
So I use a movement. For my action. Ooh. Can I hold my action until something were to happen?
It's very D&D. I'll allow it. Sure. What do you,
If I were to say something along the lines of, with my talking, yell down to pass me a gun.
Talking doesn't cost any point. It doesn't take
No.
any.
Toss anything.
Action.
If you
Yeah.
yell, "Toss me a gun," technically on his turn he could toss you a gun and you could catch the gun.
Because if he
Assuming-
basically hands me the gun, I could then
Oh, if
use
he
my
wants to-
action
if he
to
wants
shoot.
to climb up and hand you a gun, he can.
Because then I could just on my like for my action to shoot the guy.
Yeah. I mean, Victor's next, so something's definitely going to happen, and then it's Brandon.
Well, you know what? I'll wait and see if he tries to run past me. If so, then I'll try and trip him. That's my thing. If that doesn't happen, whatever.
Okay. I'm just thinking, what's the dickish move I can make, and what's the most logical move this bad guy would make?
I know what the dickish move is gonna be.
What's the dickish one, Aaron?
Just
give him my
fucking
fist.
turn around and stab Lily.
Yeah. Now I'm like, is taking a hostage the most logical choice?
Fair enough.
Mexican standoff, the best.
Mhm.
Is he aware that he's a very large target and Lily's a very tiny human shield?
It's also a
long-
good point.
As long as any bullets just happen to get her before him, that's all it needs, right?
Have you watched Rick and Morty where Buddy Guy uses Morty as a human shield and he's like really
Yeah, yeah.
proficient at it? You are weirdly good at that. Look, stop it. All right. So Jordan, you're waiting for a gun to be tossed up to you?
I'll either wait for the gun to be tossed or wait for him to try and get past me. Either
All right,
or.
I will allow Brandon to roll an athletics. And if he gets a 1 or better, he throws you the gun and makes it.
I got a 1.
The gun comes up, you catch it, you have a gun.
I would like to
Right.
shoot.
You would like to Roger?
I would like to shoot the guy that is potentially threatening my friend.
I need you to roll in athletics to see if you can get this extra round off. Yet again, you gotta get a 1 or better.
1, barely.
I feel
Oh,
like you're lying to me, both of you motherfuckers. Okay, you get the shot off. Now that's a 1. All right, now for him and his athletics, which is a 3. So I'm gonna roll +3. You're shooting him, so roll an attack. He's rolling a defense.
0.
You got a 2.
Shit.
So you
That's right.
catch the gun and turn quickly, fire, but miss. You know, that's how dice roll. Sometimes he looks, and like runs at you. As he runs, he pulls his sword, and we are now going to do an attack from Victor because you have a gun, and that's fucking terrifying. It's got to take care of you, bud. The weapons she can use. She has an ability. So guns equal weapons. So whatever her guns are. So this is technically Murphy I'm using. I'm using Murphy. You're fighting Murphy. You're fighting Murphy, but it's
Right.
switched Murphy to large size instead of small size.
Oh, so we're really fucked.
Yes. So that would
There's
be
an actual
4.
gun stat, though, isn't there?
Yeah, but there is extensive training, which means guns equals weapons. So she put all her points into guns. So guns are weapons. So anything she uses, fists, swords, whatever, it's her gun stat. That's how that stunt works.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so I'm going against the superb, I expect.
So yeah, so this is a +4 to whatever I roll at this swing at you, buddy, with this falchion-like sword that he has. And is
Your Bradley's coming at you.
yeah, exactly, from Full Metal Alchemist.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's a 3. You got to roll a 3. He swings the 3 at you, bud.
zero.
Take 3. Which would
Am
mean
I
you
dead?
2, which would mean you would take a consequence, right?
I will take a nice good slash and lose an eye.
Ooh.
I'll take it. Take it. So like Gats from Berserk, Gatsuo, he takes a slash, but instead of it missing his eye, it catches one nose and forehead, so it's a slash.
Yeah.
like cheek, eye,
A
nose.
cloud.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
kind of
so it's-
cloud-like. Yeah.
A nice, partially blinding hit.
And I, on top of that, roll in athletics to see if you maintain standing.
2.
Yeah. You take the hit and fucking move back. I dropped all my papers like a noob. All right.
Good job.
Up next is Brandon as Tomas. Tomas, what are you doing?
What the fuck is going on up there?
Just blood trickling
Up
down.
the gun up.
It's fine.
He coughed. You heard a gunshot go off. Heard da 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 da. Ah! You see blood splatter on the door, the little hatch. Maybe I don't.
What
He's
if
like,
I
can
try
I just leave?
What if I try going through the front door?
What?
What if I try going through the door at the other end of the car?
Sheila's currently yelling at you that you have to come see this, and then she pokes her head out and goes, "The fuck is going on up there?"
Yeah, okay. I climb up, and what the fuck is going on up here?
You see what looks like a large Russian type guy swinging a blade and getting ready to swing again at Fred.
Uh-huh.
You are in the hatch.
I can't still use marksmanship, eh?
Huh?
I can't still use my marksman, eh?
I mean, if you want to wait for the end of the round for it to go off and get a +4, sure.
Yeah.
Technically, good news, buddy. You're at the end of the round.
Oh,
You're
good.
the last person in this round.
Nice.
So I'll just go ahead and roll for that then.
Yeah, you just add that +4. Thank you.
Yeah, and I'll just shoot the motherfucker.
Give him Legat.
Yeah, 5 with the 4.
5 with the 4. Nice. He gets a -3. That's not good.
I done shot at him.
Calm
He's
down.
gonna be hurt.
Stop yelling. Okay. All right. She has a 4. What'd you get? 5?
I got
You
5.
rolled a -3. So that's
Uh-huh.
8. That's an 8.
Yeah.
Oh, that totally kills him, right?
Yeah, you look up, you're like, fuck you! Bang! Shoot him square in the fucking head.
What the fuck is going on up here? Oh shit! Bang! What the
Yeah.
fuck was that all about as he's falling?
You like, it's just like that. You look up and you're like, holy shit, as he's like going to swing again, Fred holding his face, and you just draw up, line it up to his head. Just as he's about to full on reach, you fire. Bang! And you drop straight back.
And just think of this is how epic this moment is, okay?
Sprayed with blood.
Because Brandon's gun that he has is the one with 1 bullet.
Oh my god.
Fuck this dude specifically.
Brandon on the edge, like,
Had his name written on
it's just been revoked.
Yeah. It's been revoked. Fucking some deep cut Lethal Weapon 2 references here, bud.
it. Wasn't even set up for the quote. Just it's been revoked. Where the fuck did that come from?
All right, that ends that combat. Fuck, brutal.
Oh, Christ, does the body fall on me?
No, it just falls back and then rolls off the train and gets caught by a fucking mail catcher and breaks it in half.
You know, he's just hanging on the mail catcher with the spike through him.
Yeah, Lily looks back and sees it as it's falling. He goes, "Golly!"
Oh my god, don't die.
Everything sounds tinny again.
Lily walks over to you. She's covered in the blood, viscera, and gore from his head exploding on her. As she she stands on your head and shoulders and climbs down around your body back into the cart.
She's like, I've had enough of this.
You see Fred, he's holding his face. You can see the blood pouring down.
Anna is running over to him right now. She's like, let me see.
Get inside.
I'm gonna get down.
You go down.
Yeah, I'm gonna get down.
It's one of those things like I'm gonna climb down because I'm like, get inside first.
You all climb into the train. Sheila looks very upset. Everybody's just like, fuck happened. asking you what's going on. Everybody's kind of freaking out. And there's the woman and her husband. They're sitting outside, and their hands are tied outside that room. All right. So what are you guys doing? What are you doing, Erin?
Uh,
What in the fuck?
I go over to Frank. It's Frank, right?
Frank.
Fred.
Fred.
Yes.
And she reaches up both her hands, just like holding the sides of his face.
Okay.
And
I'm sorry, but I'm married to my work.
And he.
she's just like, would you just shut up a moment? And she is going to. It was a minor consequence that he had.
Yeah, it's a -2. That was what he was at.
She's going to use 3 charges.
Okay. Get him up to a -1 consequence.
Let's see here. It says 3 points can be used to clear a minor consequence.
Yeah, then it's gone. You fix the broken eye and the wound. There's a very faint scar left over. That's a great ability, isn't it? Isn't that just awesome?
As it slowly kills
she
her.
slowly like brings her
Consider-
hands back down.
Considering wizards and the magic community in general haven't really perfected healing magic, that's pretty important.
Yeah, she's a phoenix. She is made of like
What?
this. As she does this, as she reaches her hand on your cheek, Vulcan mind grip, you feel a revitalization like you've never felt before. And I need you to roll, Erin, a stealth for me.
Alrighty. That's not unnerving at all. Here we are. I got 5.
You see the brightness from her hand and a little bit of color in her eyes change to a red-yellow as you regain sight in your eye. And Carlos, who had been trying to talk to you, not Carlos, was it Carlos or Francis who had the dog? I can't remember. I think it was Francis. Francois.
Yeah.
So the one who had Guy earlier, it comes over to you, Tomas, and goes, she is a magic practitioner. What she is doing right now, I saw her do it with Guy. She is some sort of witch, some sort of angel, I think. He says that to you, Thomas.
Meanwhile, Anna is just like holding up 2 fingers. She's like, how many can you see?
And you have full vision now. And it doesn't
Can't-
hurt anymore. The pain is gone.
Madame, moi.
A big kiss. Mwah!
Oh.
I see everything.
Je vois dans mon yeux, c'est pas plus bon.
You had blood in your eye. It just needed to be cleared out.
I had a sword in my eye, but we'll keep that between us.
Sheila's standing behind you with her arms crossed over the 2 people.
I also see some oddness. What's going on?
Sheila says, you might want to see what they had in that cart over there. Come into the room.
Anna sort of like moves forward and cautiously looks in.
Inside the room is a crate that's been slightly jimmied open.
What's in the crate?
It's a box.
You walk over towards the box, and Antonio's standing beside it. He's like, for the final presentation of the epic moment of this entire train ride, we've gone through hell, seen the magic of Her Majesty,
Oh,
Anna,
God.
and we look towards this mystery box. What could possibly, and he puts his hand on it, possibly be in this thing? It will shock you. It will amaze you. Only one truth will be revealed. This cat is neither alive nor dead, but a revelation.
Anna just like moves past and like kicks the
And
box to try and.
Slides the lid over, and you all look in awe. And that's where we're going to end it.
Nazi gold.
That's mean.
No,
Not-
no. He did.
What
He's
is-
done this for
what is in the
quite a
box
bit.
will
He
be
does this to
revealed
us.
next session.
Oh.
You will have
maybe.
what's in the box.
He might make us wait until like midway through the campaign because the box will be some kind of plot hole.
Who knows? It's a mystery.
That was great. Thank you,
That was fun.
Justin.
Yeah. Yeah, that bitch is on rails.
Literally.
We made it all the way to cart 17.
I mean, that's pretty good.
Did you have fun?
I did.
How do you like the system?
I like it. It's very cinematic.
Yeah, it's deliberately so.
I like it.
A little more straightforward too.
Yeah. Definitely less numbers to deal with.
Yeah. Less counting.
Yeah. I like it.
Oh, I should also point out that Guy was very excited about the box. Guy was at the box barking at it.
Maybe it's just a box of pork chops.
Could be. I mean, Antonio was very dramatic about what was in it, very pleased for what he saw. There's something going on for sure.
What's in the box? How much is what's inside the box is worth? Storage box.
Just curious. All right, the Reich stuff. You guys all survived. I was planning to kill a bunch of you, but legitimately, you guys did some really good door stuff. I really liked Buddy Guy getting the fucking ratchet strap in the face. That was great.
That was
It came to two things. I was either going to create a trap with it, or I was going to use it like a damn weapon, like a big whip.
Just start hooking 'em.
flail.
Yeah, like
But-
with the game, anything you come up with, whatever, like that's the whole point of Fate is you come up with stuff, you make it happen. You can
Mhm.
if there's not enough there, you're like, yo, do I have to spend a Fate point for there to be barrels here?
Gotcha.
Yeah, there are barrels here. Give me your damn Fate point.
Erin, have
And
you
then-
watched? Have you listened to any of our previous games?
No.
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 Good.
A good thing to remember too is remember the parts of your character, like the main aspects of it, and the more you kind of bring it into your role play, the
Mhm.
more likely you are to get fate points from Justin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if I feel like I want you to do something because you're just kind of dawdling, I'll offer you a Fate point and be like, yo, you'd probably be arguing here. You'd probably be invested.
Mhm.
So start role playing, take your Fate point, or don't take a Fate point and just sit back.
Yeah.
But like realistically,
Plus,
I think your
he can
character
also
would be into this.
compel you.
Yeah, it's compelling, right?
Well, no, I mean, no, like you can voluntarily say like, hey, do this. But there's also the compel where you can say,
Yeah.
you would do this. You could spend a fate point to stop me from making you do this.
Yeah, you would if
Yeah.
you didn't want to do it, you could literally spend a Fate point to be like, I don't want to do that. That's going to get me in so much trouble. Yada yada.
I'm
yada.
gonna be so screwed so often because I've only got like one fate point to work with ever.
Trust me, we all operate off that more often than not.
Yeah.
Hey, I had a
Unless you're
pretty
Leo.
good number.
Leo just
I had
collects them like fucking candy.
I collected a whole fuck ton for a while there, and then I used a lot of them in that final battle.
You guys
Yeah.
used a lot against the Jade Court vampire and used a lot against Bob's brother there, Joseph.
Yeah, I'm not sure how many more times I can get fate points by whipping out a magical candy cane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
You're
this
pretty
time we're going to be in your
Hey.
zone.
How did you change your background like that? That was cool.
Huh?
It came up as like
A
like
helmet.
helmet. Yeah.
Oh, that's my actual picture.
Ah.
I actually set my display picture to be that instead of that. That's the helmet that you may or may not see in this upcoming campaign. My character wearing.
Oh. Okay.
Erin, have you in the books? Have you come up with? Have you met Monarch Securities yet?
No.
No. Okay.
He should be in this book meeting the Errol King.
In the okay. Oh, okay.
He's in,
Yeah, I
he's
think
in
so.
Summer Night. They mention him. That's the
Yeah.
first mention of the Errol King, the Wild Hunt, and the Wild Phase in Summer Night.
Is it Summer Night? I thought it was the next book.
Yeah, I'm fairly
I thought it was Cold Days.
No, first mention of it is
No,
there.
Cold Days is when Cold Days is a different involvement in the Wild Hunt.
Yeah.
It
Because
is
Thomas
mentioned.
is involved, so it's not this one.
How far are you into Summer Night?
About a third of the way through.
Okay, so you've met Dresden's mechanic Fix.
Not yet.
Okay, it's coming up soon.
Fix
the
isn't
moment-
his mechanic. He has fixed his car, but Fix isn't his main mechanic.
Thought it was.
Yeah.
He was the one
No,
who
Mike is
fixed
his
the
main
movie.
mechanic.
Oh,
Yeah,
Yeah.
Fix is the Summer Night, or
eventually.
Is he?
Yeah. Yes, he does eventually become the Summer Knight. That is correct.
Dropping some spoilers there, Brandon.
sorry.
I'm just at the part where Dresden is at the scene of the murder, and he's looking into the
Oh,
previous
Ronald
Summer
Rule's
Nights.
death.
Yeah, Reese or something like that.
When does Carlos get introed? Is he introed at this point? Carlos.
No.
Carlos
That's-
gets introed in the next. No, I think next book.
Yeah.
Ramirez is when he jumps in.
Yeah.
I
So
don't
much
think-
happens. Oh my god, there's so much. You know what I like about Dresden is characters have actions that cause events that lead to development. You know when you're watching a show and nothing changes, that drives me batty. Dresden
Yeah.
is not like that at all. Like
Oh, you would hate Star Trek Voyager.
oh, Voyager. Oh, they fixed the ship. The only thing that evolves in Voyager is the ship.
Yeah.
'Cause
Well,
what-
the ship
Harry
is like the main character. So
Yeah, Harry Kim never gets promoted from ensign.
Yeah.
Like the ship is full of people. Anyone can be an ensign. Why does Harry Kim not get a promotion? It makes no fucking sense.
yeah.
Considering he's been plot device a couple of times and had to cause shit and fix shit.
Yeah.
Tom Paris was demoted and promoted twice in that show. He flies the fucking ship.
Yeah.
They
And he was
originally
also a medical officer too.
Yeah.
Paris was? I just think Rick Berman hated fucking Asian people. I really think so. Like the actor who plays Harry Kim is the only person to request directing an episode and get turned down.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's the only person.
Wow.
He did get his own episodes though, doing his because he loved that the holodeck program.
He
Oh,
loved
just like the
somebody
Laporte.
new in every season.
Yeah, no, but I mean they had that holodeck thing. They gave him a full episode of him on the holodeck being his
Yeah.
80s noir.
And then there was another episode where an alien showed up and she put some kind of virus in him that made him fall in love with her. And then he fell for 7 and 9. And then he fell for one of the fucking Lacey twins or whatever the fuck they're called. He's always talking about him with Tom. And that, yeah, he said, I love the show.
I love the show too. All right, I'm going to stop recording so we can keep
Okay.